you.
You're very welcome.
All right, and
Also, John, I would hope.
So go ahead. When you have time, look at my starting screen and
I like it.
weep in joy.
Ooh.
It's not done. It's long. It keeps going. It's watch this. Watch this part right here. Which is probably like 3 seconds delayed for you, but
Ooh. The Driggity Dragon that blows some fire.
I'm so happy with this.
So why purple? Blue made sense.
No, because purple was
it's too on the nose.
This is one of the other streams that the scenes that we've had. So this is one of the original images. This Greyhawk Awakening dragon in the background was part of the original Greyhawk Awakening color scheme, and there are multiple color schemes. So this particular chapter or book will feature the color purple quite a bit.
Interesting.
Hello, Manda.
Hi, Amanda.
Amanda.
Hello.
I already feel like Rory hates it. He just questioned me on my color scheme, so we're gonna cancel the stream tonight.
I absolutely
Rory is so mean.
this.
Rory,
Rory's also a very analytical person.
He's so judgy.
I am the furthest thing from analytical ever, Gibby.
Your spreadsheets stay otherwise, my friend.
Can we
You
please
shouldn't
just
tell
go over the
lies.
notes that you gave me to play your character and tell me that you're not analytical? I was so prepared. I was so nervous, and then I saw the notes. I was like, "Oh no!"
Thank you, Chris. I'm glad somebody liked my intro screen. I thought it was pretty darn cool. So Rory,
I think he said that sarcastically.
yeah, you think so? Maybe so. So we've already had blue. Blue is the background we use on Sundays with our Rune Lords campaign. We've had the orange red, which we used on Tuesday nights for Greyhawk Awakening. The purple. This has been a piece of the background lore for GHA since the beginning, and I think it looks pretty cool. Oh, I'm glad Manda loves it too. If Manda loves it, that's all I care about.
I didn't say it doesn't look good. I just asked why purple.
No. Asking why.
Sense.
That's like looking at your wife and saying, "Why'd you wear that dress today?" Yeah. How's that go for you, Rory? When you do?
I mean, fair comparison, but I didn't use that tone. But fair comparison. So touche. I bow.
Josh,
how's it going out there in California? Yeah, bad question.
It's beautiful.
Oh, not
it
mine.
is beautiful here. I paid $160 today though for a doctor's appointment because I still haven't gotten the health insurance squared away, so that's always fun.
Sorry, how much did you pay?
$160
For what?
for a doctor's appointment.
Just to, but like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
do you
just-
get? What do you get done
I
in that
literally
like doctor's
didn't.
appointment?
I didn't have anything done. I just went in to get the prescription written.
And that's it?
That's it.
And it was 100.
Yeah.
Josh, that's why you don't go to the hospital.
Welcome to the
Well, I
Golden
did it.
State, my friend. I lived there for a long
I
time.
literally went to a place that only dealt in cash.
Vivi,
They're
that's
like-
why I want to move to Canada, because Canada knows how to do it correctly.
Come here, Terry. Come live with
I
me.
want to so bad. Canada.
You can
would
come
be
visit me.
Oh yeah, that's
You
a
can
good.
just live with her.
And
You can live with me. I'll cook for you.
You'll
be well fed.
That's not fair. That's so not fair.
Any of you guys can come live with me. I'll feed you.
I'll feed you.
I promise, I'll feed you. No one ever leaves my house starving. Let me tell
No,
you
I
that.
could tell that for sure. Thank you, Vamp
shoot.
Wickman, for the sub.
So, Josh, that's why as you get older, you just don't go to the doctor.
That's what I just tried to tell
I
you.
don't
the
like
worst.
going to the
No,
doctor.
it's
I never go
Oh,
to the
it's-
doctor.
When you're
Vivi,
older,
it's
because you have
terrible.
issues.
No, I know it's terrible. I agree with you, but I just can't afford it.
Oh, I don't go because of the cost. I just don't go.
Yeah, I just.
I'm
don't go.
with you.
I
Okay,
never
we're
go.
on the same
only
page.
reason-
I never go to the doctor.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
never go to the
I
doctor.
get my own
Literally,
blood
no matter
test.
what
Kill
it
me,
is.
it makes me stronger.
I'm
Yeah, I
having
could
an
be-
anxiety
I
attack.
could be bleeding out on the floor, and I'd be like, "Nah, put some dirt on."
Okay, I'm not like those people.
What?
I'm,
I-
that's not me.
It took me a week to go.
Hey,
and see
Retro.
if I had
Thanks,
appendicitis.
Chris.
I had appendicitis for a week.
Oh, I mean, you got to draw the line somewhere. But in
I-
general,
You know, you could have gotten sepsis
I could have
and died.
I could have died,
And yet
I
he's
just
stronger
refused.
for not having done it.
we're kind of on that same page. It
It's
took
so
me like
terrible. Like everybody
almost-
should have access to healthcare. I'm sorry.
No, we have access, but you don't have to
I
choose
know,
it,
but
right?
like, and not go broke about it. Like you're sitting there possibly getting sepsis because you're worried about not being able to afford to go. It's just dumb.
I just
I
look at
agree.
the doctor like I look at the dentist.
No, that's fair. What,
No!
sorry, go ahead, Rory.
Like,
Rory, go
Your
ahead.
dental
Sorry.
health is even more important because literally, if you get an infection in your mouth, that will kill you. It goes to your heart. It is bad news.
Why do you think I'm hoping for that?
All right, I need to back off this conversation because I'm going to blow all y'all minds in a second here if I keep on. So let's just stop.
My mind is blown. Never mind. Jeez.
So Evelyn, you put all your dice on 20.
All my 20s.
Oh, don't ask that, Mike. That's not nice.
Oh, I mean, fair enough.
John, I sent you a
Yeah,
DM.
you got my point.
Okay.
I
On Discord?
sent the DM a DM.
I see it right
20s
here.
on 20, 6s on 6, 8s on 8s, 4s on 4, and then I
there it
roll out
is.
the percentile dice and
Oh,
have
that's
some that are
awesome.
higher and some that are lower.
That is
Sorry.
awesome,
How many,
Libby.
I know.
That makes
We're
me
good
so
to go.
happy.
Do you have?
More good news.
Well, I'm a cleric, so a whole lot.
Okay, so you don't just have
Did you
3
see
of them.
that picture
No.
that she posted in the group? Hello.
Thank you,
Everybody's
Hagar.
like
Oh, good to see Hagar the Horrible. It's been a minute since we've seen Hagar. Welcome, my
The higher
friend.
level cleric you get, the more d6s you need, and I want to make sure to roll every single one of them.
Yeah, I was just making
All the click
funny
backs.
with the.
Mm.
So do you put your 10 on 0? Because that seems kind
No,
of.
I roll my prpercentile dice
that's
together,
right.
and then put the higher ones in
Hey.
one spot and the lower ones in the lower, and then that way, when I roll out my crits or my fumbles, I have the ones charged for the crits and the ones charged for
Good
the
to see you
fumbles.
too,
I think
my
this
friend.
is a bunch of
Freaking
hogwash.
brilliant.
Evelyn.
Nope, she's brilliant. I'm
Seriously,
sorry.
I do.
I've said it
Evelyn.
once, I'll say it again.
But I
Evelyn,
was
A or
B.
What?
A or B?
A or B? What?
Just A or B.
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 Okay, thank you.
we all said B.
It was helping me choose certain things.
The new Liam has not. Oh, wow. We've already got our first ban. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Evelyn is on it tonight. Thank you.
Evelyn's insane.
I don't know who that was, but I'm sorry if you were just like a really nice person and she just didn't like you. But either way,
No, screw it.
I
You
endorse
don't get
everything
it.
she does. So,
They wanted us to buy followers.
So
oh,
Evelyn, I'm
that.
trying to learn
I
your
want to buy
ways.
followers.
we don't buy followers here at Blue Box. That's not
I
our
do.
way. Illiston, thank you for joining the Mad Chatters. Welcome,
Hey.
welcome. We're going to go live here in just a minute, but I'm going to let this starting soon screen really just sort of marinate for a moment
Marinate.
longer. And we're going to go live here with all of our amazing players in just a moment. It's going to be a fun night tonight.
So you roll your percentiles separately, and then the higher ones you put up, and the lower ones you put.
So do you roll
I'm gonna
multiple
try Evelyn's
sets of
style. Let's see what
percentiles?
happens.
It works for me.
So do you roll multiple sets of percentiles?
Yeah, I
Yes.
have different ones.
Okay.
Okay, walk us through your process. Oh.
Yeah, because obviously I've been rolling crappy for like, what are we on?
So
we
57
need better
episodes.
juju on these.
so with with everything except for my percentile dice
Yeah,
and the
put on the
and the
highest.
tens, all of them are on the highest die.
Yeah.
Side. And then my percentile dice, I just take the two that match each other and roll each pair out, and then
Yep.
set them up so all my ones that are the higher ones stay on the top and all my lower ones stay on the bottom. And then so the higher ones are for when I roll crits, and the lower ones are in case I roll a fumble. Then I have the
So you
lower
keep
ones
your
set.
sets together though.
Yep, I keep everything together. I like everything that matches.
Is very organized.
So double zeros on the percentile, is that?
That's 100.
So do you
So-
even if you
So
roll those
one
ones,
and a
do you
double
put
zero,
those
that's
ones?
100.
No, so a 1 and a double 0 is a 1.
But
A
zero,
0 and a
zero.
double 0 is a 100.
Okay, well, that was obviously.
So
low
do you
then.
put those like that too, even after you've rolled them?
What do you mean?
Like the percentile ones, you put the high.
So I
highest
keep
value up.
so whatever I roll them at is what I keep them at, and then I organize them by the highest percent down to the lowest percent.
But what about once you
Right.
roll your percentile die? Then what do you do?
Still on this?
I
Do
just
you
leave them where
adjust
they're.
based on like if you roll your highs and they end up being lows? Do you say no? You're over here now.
Do you get
Yeah.
shunned?
No, I keep them where
Yes,
they are
I
and
murdered him.
Oh.
just recharge them.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
try it. I swear to
still-
God, if this whole stream we all roll good, I'm gonna be like, this is my new mantra.
Yeah. I
I
still
will
say
adopt it.
it's kind of hogwashish,
I
but
always put my d20s on the 20.
I can't say much when I roll bad. all the
Yeah,
time.
I mean, it
We
could be a
don't believe in your
combination of
dice.
this and
it's not gonna happen.
my DCG tray too. So I don't know.
Oh, so yes. then
And
we
your
can just-
supplier.
and then we can just no kidding. Our dice arriving every week.
Most of these dice are from Cozy Gamer, so.
I need to start ordering from Cozy Gamer.
Rubber ducky.
You're the one.
I every time you say Cozy Gamer, I always think of Terry's
Ducky?
rubber ducky dice. That's why I was thinking Cozy Gamer. I was
His
like,
ducky dice are awesome.
Yeah, I know. That's why it always reminds me of it. It's so funny. That is why.
I have a pair of frog dice. I have a little frog in there.
Nice.
But I wonder if it like offsets the balance of the dice.
It shouldn't make much difference.
It shouldn't.
It
Shouldn't. But who knows? What other dice routines does everybody else have?
Is that a question to us?
No,
I
to the
lick
chat.
Every single one of my dice.
Do you say you eat your dice, Josh?
Yes,
No,
he
that's
obviously
unhealthy.
did. You already saw that.
I lick my dice.
Oh.
No,
The
he
dice
sucks
need
on
to-
them.
Yeah.
All right. We are about ready to go live here. Thank you so much. Already got 35 folks in. Thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Always
And-
20s on the 20s. See, a lot of people do that. I just kind of throw my dice out. I don't even like organize them.
Yeah, same here.
I just
Or,
saw
like,
the
I
photo
will-
of Vivi.
I know. I'm like, nom, 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 nom. I organize them by like the groups that they are in, like the colors that they're right together, but I never like try to throw them. Also, okay, so another random fact, if we have time, one of my players, like in my D&D group, he'd always grab a couple of D20s and shake them in his hand, and he always looked at his hand, and I never thought anything about it, and he did it for years. And then finally I was like, what are you looking for when you do that in your hand? And he says he's looking for 3s because 3 is his lucky number. So he'll shake them in his hand, and whatever dice lands where there's a 3 up, he takes that one and he rolls them. That's what he's looking for. I was like, that's so
cool.
interesting, like other people's little like
That's so cool.
rituals or what they're thinking of for rolling.
All right. And I think we are ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight here at Blue Box. This is episode number 2 of Book 2, 58 of all of Greyhawk Awakening. And hopefully everyone's hearing me quite well and the audio sounds good. We got all new scenes. Everything looks good on my end. So viewers, let us know if anything doesn't look right to you. We're going to do introductions. We'll do quick player overviews. Of course, we have a new PC tonight because one died last week. That was tough. Good. Thank you, Biggie Paw. Appreciate that, Toriano. But let's go ahead and kick off a couple of our sponsor videos. And I haven't watched this in a couple of weeks, so let's go to our amazing Anna B. Meyer map. This map still applies to Book 2, and in fact, if you watch, you'll note there are hints of where Book 2 lands on this map. Oh, how well we remember the early days of the party, where they began. The pleasant hills of Cron, the fields of Verberbonk. But there are other lands. Ewe still stirs in the north. The Horn Society, Draka, and the Shield Lands. Of course, the barbarians of the north, always there. Oh, where find we now? The Great Kingdom. Hail, has this been here all this time? Perhaps unappreciated, undiscovered, understood. Ununderstood, is that a word? I don't know. I'll make one now. Roxas no longer. Roxas subsumed. beneath arcane powers.
Misunderstood, I think is what you're looking for. Misunderstood? Ununderstood. You misunderstood. I was like, my brain does not like that.
We have been to the Pomage. We have been in Ulek. We have seen Shorewind fight in the free city of Altamira. We have most recently been to the free city of Greyhawk, where the party traveled, battled, went into the sewers and found their arch nemesis. And it all began in that humble little area. Verbabank. Hamlet, where we will return very shortly for virtual Greyhawk Con. Thank you to Anna B. Meyer. Thank you to all of our friends who helped make that possible. We're going to skip all of our other sponsor stuff so we can get right into gaming tonight. So here we go. All right. Welcome again. Episode 2 of Book 2, episode 58 overall of Greyhawk Awakening. And we're going to have a fun night tonight. I would like each of our players to introduce themselves. I would like to talk about what happened last time. I also want our players to be able to talk about their different projects. We have NPC Voices, who runs Children of Dirt. He's got an incredible charity stream he's been running here now almost every single day. I don't know how you do that, Josh. It's incredible. And then we have Terry with us tonight, who is Machik ED. He runs The Extinction Curse, and he's got a new stream, I think, coming up here pretty closely. We have Rory, who helps do all kinds of statistician cool stuff for us, has a podcast. He's helping us with a podcast. We have the DM's Quest. Vivi, who is, of course, the Beholder Queen. And she does all kinds of really fun stuff with beholders, and she is also participating in a lot of our stuff here at Blue Box, and she's promised to come all the way down from Canada and visit us for Blue Box Con next year. And then we have Evelyn, and Evelyn, of course, is my right hand here at Blue Box. She plays in The Extinction Curse, she mods so many channels, and she is absolutely incredible. So, with that introduction to each of you, let's start this time with what happened last time, and then we'll go to player intros. Go ahead, Evelyn.
So last time we started off in Arel Astra. Our characters were going about their various things that they were doing. They had not yet met each other. Well, not entirely met each other. There had been a passing previously of 2 of the characters. But we started off with Moria walking down the street, and she was hailed by Liam, who made a kind of odd statement, which she was very confused by. And then Rizia was enjoying a bit of melon. Taldar was checking out a booth where there was weapons and armor being sold, though not up to his standards. And Anaho was kind of following along. So the
You okay, Evelyn? We just like. You got some interruptions there. All right, let's give her a moment as she's taking care of that. Josh, talk to us about Children of Dirt and the new shows you have going on, and also your charity streams you're doing.
Sure. Children of Dirt is a Monday night stream that I've been running for, I realize, like almost the past half a year, which is insane. Or at least it started about half a year ago with the one-on-one games I was running with the players, and then we took it to stream. It is a semi-low magic campaign, very rough and tumble. Think Dark Souls, Castlevania, The Witcher, and Vikings all rolled up into one. It is awesome as of right now. We only have 2 players, But with these charity streams, which I'm going to talk about, I'm actually doing a little bit of sifting and auditioning for different people that would be interested in that Monday night stream. And so I already have a few ideas of people that I'd love to bring on for it, but I'm going to do one final of these Nerd Borbs one-shots, which I've been calling them, to bring 2 people in on this Monday night campaign. But every single Nerd Borbs one-shot I've been running, which has been just random days based on whenever the players could all do it, was just from a post that I put up a while ago talking about any females or non-binary individuals within the community wanting to jump in on one-shots. And I got roughly about 40 people interested, and I've been running a lot of one-shots, and every one-shot you watch is a brand new one that I've written for that group. So it is so easy, so much fun, and if you haven't watched any of them, please go back and watch them. Just really cool.
They are cool, and I love it. And you've had some really good audiences, Josh. Now, I love the sort of the theme there, the charity, the outreach to the broader community. And we've seen a lot of that happening here with Blue Box as well. So, in fact, tomorrow night, I was originally planning on showing for LMA a Gen Z and D stream because I have so many Gen Z fans and players, but we're going to push that back to next Wednesday because of some scheduling conflicts. But I just love the idea that we grow this community. It's not about grognards and 50-year-old dudes like me. It's about everybody loving the game and enjoying it, no matter your background, no matter what you are interested in. Just loving the fantasy of this game is what we want to be about here at Blue Box. All right, Terry, talk to us about your campaign, Extinction Curse, and what else is happening on your channel.
Of course. On Monday nights, although that schedule might be being adjusted due to some scheduling conflicts with some of my players, we run a Pathfinder 2E adventure path called Extinction Curse. Evelyn is part of that campaign along with 3 others, and it was my first exploration into Pathfinder 2E, having never played it before, only read a little bit about it on Reddit, etc. And it's been really exciting. I've learned a lot going through it, and because of that, I'm going to be starting right around the beginning of November a second campaign that will it's another adventure path that is part of the Pathfinder 2E world, which I'm really excited about. Galarian. Additionally, I do some mini painting on streams from time to time, as well as I'm going to start talking a little bit about some of the new Pathfinder stuff. They just put out a play test that deals with the Thaumaturge and the Psychic, which I'm really excited about, and so I want to kind of talk to people about these new classes that are coming out.
Hey, Terry, real quick question. So something I hear very little about today on any of the streams is something which was canon in my old school D&D games, which was psionics. So when you say psychics, is the psychic similar to psionics in the old school stuff?
So I don't know much about the psionic. What I will say is the psychics, what I've been reading so far, again, this is the play test. It literally, Gen Con was when they released the information about psychic and thaumaturge. The psychic is a caster whose focus is on emotions and ideas and thoughts in their casting, rather than what the wizard and sorcerer is, what they use as their casting. I'm still learning a little bit about it. I've just started reading through the playtest because the week's been a little busy, but hopefully next week I'll have a little more information. I'm really excited. And the Thaumaturg is actually a really interesting class as well, because it's a martial class that deals with magic in a different way than what we think of magic. It's the study of magic, and it's the understanding of magic in a more visceral type atmosphere, which is really kind of exciting.
Yeah, and I think that's a great topic, because many of us have enjoyed looking at magic users in that same fashion. So the thaumaturge, the study of magic, there are so many types of it, which can be just a glorious way to look at that. So I think Evelyn is still tied up. Rory, you posted in our chat today. Talk to us a bit about the stats, because you are the stat master. And you're asking for some help, I think, or some engagement from the community.
Yeah, absolutely. So, especially with trying to do the audio editing to get the previous episodes and then going forward, all the episodes ready for your podcast. There's a lot of time consumption there. And so any help that could happen with, we still on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we are. If we're not, somebody tell me.
So any kind of stat collection. So basically I have the sheet, and anyone that wants to help collect those stats, whether it's one episode here, one there, or all of them, or rewatch them, or any of that stuff, completely available to answer questions along the way, help you every step of the way. I spent the whole last chapter developing the doc, so it's created for you.
Yeah, no, and you're just amazing with what you do. So thank you so much, Rory. Are you ready, Evelyn? You want us to? I can keep stalling and showing other stuff if you're still tied up. No, are you sure?
I'm okay now.
Okay,
Yep.
all right, go ahead.
All right, so I'll start from the top real quick. So we started off. Our characters had not yet met each other, though Anaho and Liam had actually seen each other in passing previous to the beginning of the session. But when we properly started off last week, everyone was kind of spread through the marketplace in Rel Astra, kind of doing their own thing. And the first actual connection of the party members was as Oreo was making her way down the street, and she began to pass Liam, who called out to her and made a very sort of odd to her comment, which she was put off by, but they conversed a little bit, and then we switched over to Taldar checking out some various armaments and weapons, and he was not impressed by the quality of these things, but he kind of had some words and then continued on himself. Rizia was looking to at a food cart. The vendor there offered her a melon, which she just kind of took, but she had broken it in half and ate a good amount of it throughout the entire session last week. She found it quite delicious, actually. And
so I rarely interrupt you, but let me interrupt for just a moment here, because I mentioned in my channel there was an Easter egg there. Does anyone recall the description of Jan Melon?
Yeah, it was green.
It was green and had like
stripes and polka dots on the outside. And when it broke open, it was a green color, and the seeds were yellow.
All right, and there was something else said about its origin. Does anyone recall that?
I don't remember the origin.
I feel like it was something magical, but I can't remember.
It was from a certain area where it was like the most delicious or most like succulent fruit.
There was
something to do with the magic from the sky.
Okay, Rory's the closest. An ancient relic was referenced in that. So just hold that in the back of your mind. Please continue.
All right. So yes, and then Anahu was kind of making his way sort of further off, kind of around. There was like an alley or a walkway that he was kind of making his way down, and fairly on with their as we moved on, there was a small girl that actually had run out carrying a bit of bread, and she seemed to be following being followed by some very shady characters, and Taldar actually noticed this first, and proceeded to try to kind of suss out what was going on. The girl hid behind him, and the men who were following her kind of told him to it wasn't his business to deal with, and so combat actually ensued at this point. Taldar quickly dispatching one of them in the first round with 19 points of damage, which is quite impressive for a first level character. But yes,
I'm sorry, did you say OP? Is that what you said?
No, I said impressive. That's different. And then Rizia really didn't get involved at all during this combat. She kind of just observed and enjoyed her the melon that she had acquired. But let's see. Liam had taken a bite of an apple and chucked it at one of the guys. And Anaho actually did a couple of fired a couple of bolts and managed to hit with his bolts from very far off, which is rather impressive. And then Moria finally realized what was going on, decided to join the party, and she actually tried to command one of them to come forward. Didn't work, but she tried. And then we kind of continued on. Liam actually ended up rushing forward. Taldar finished another one of them off, and the one that Liam actually had closed in on critted Liam and killed him very quickly. So Liam, as he was he ran upon the sword basically. He then fell backwards down the stairs. Moria, not knowing that he was dead, she cast a healing spell, and then she also cast Rebuke Death, trying to save him, to no avail. The final fellow was finished off between a combination of Taldar and Anaho. Then Anaho began to go through Liam's pockets in a very unceremonious way, which he got lectured by Moria for him doing that while the body was still warm, because she took great offense to this. And then Rizia and Taldar actually had a conversation and found out a little bit more about the girl. She had no family, she had no place to go, she had stolen some bread because she was hungry, or at least that's what she had said. But yeah, so there was a bit of getting to know each other. Then Taldar came over to where Anaho and Moria were over Liam's body and was asking if Liam was dead, and then Moria confirmed that was the case. But yeah, so that's where we ended last time.
Well done. And yes, Alexander, that's Antiquitas. The Juicy Kidney Stone of Vecna is a good guess. Keep up the good work. Anaho, always pilfer a body while it's still warm. And Mikey B, some poor life or poor death choices would be well said. Let's go ahead quickly. Let's go around and introduce your PCs, and we'll jump right into the game tonight. And we're going to leave Josh out of this because no one knows what his PC is as of yet. Let's start with you, Vivi.
Hello, my name is Vivi. My character's name is Rizia. She is a... This is so weird. I'm not used to introducing my new character, so I just give me a second. She's a 6'2" tall, half-orc barbarian who obviously enjoys melons. And you guys can find out why she didn't engage in the fight.
All right, let's go to you, Rory.
Yes, so I play Anaho, who unfortunately, I wish I would have known, isn't 2'6", but he's 2'11". He is a
monstrous.
Halfling. Yes. He's a halfling, and he has his bow and his dagger, his bow on him and his dagger hidden, and he likes to, I guess, dig through pockets.
Pockets of the recently deceased. All right, let's go to Terry. Tell us about the hero of last week, the winner of Stream MVP, Taldar, Darren Handsome.
Taldar is a barbarian human from the Rovers of Baron. He is short with words, but very long with a great axe.
I don't know where to go with that. All right, let's go to you, Evelyn.
Yes, Muria. I will not give you her last name yet because she has not given it yet. So Muria, she is a cleric of Bernard True Silver. She is level 1. She's 4 foot 2. 4'2", yeah, exactly 2 feet shorter than Rizia. So that's me.
Well done, well done. All right, and so with that, we begin tonight. And you are in the city of Relastra. Just a bit of background. I want to remind the players and also our new viewers. Relastra is on the eastern part of the Flanness. And this is no easygoing kingdom, no easygoing area. This is largely overrun by evil. The great city of Roxas, which was the seat of power here in the Great Kingdom, is now consumed with arcane magics after the folly and the hubris of Ivid the Undying, somewhat ironic name, was consumed inside what now houses a verdant tower of wall that goes all around the city of Roxas. What was once known as the Great Kingdom is now fractured. You have the northern and southern subsets of this kingdom which are battling one another, where once stood a testimony to the possibility of Manish, and for those who could create things from scratch, from the ground, from humble origins, all that these civilizations could have aspired to, now lays in waste and is, in place of it, debauchery. Much of what was once known as the Great Kingdom now is overrun. You have, over the course of these millenniums, where it was once growing and thriving, now it has blasphemous abominations that roam across its lands. Creatures belch forth from these strange verdant walls around Roxas, all through the Great Kingdom. And yet, there is still civilization. Astra, ruled by Drox, the Animus. But you have the, as I said last time, the Old City, the Common, and you have the Barbarian Quarter. The Barbarian Quarter is still mercantile in nature. The best docks to be found anywhere on the Solnor Ocean exist here in Relastra. And while we're not sure here on the stream why, the lawful evil rulers and Drax and the Tanari that attends him allow these barbarian quarters to still operate with a degree of freedom. And that is where our PCs currently reside. Anaho, you search through the pockets of Liam, even as you hear Lucky howling, and as his howl echoes over the city, people move to and fro. And you see Taldar, the massive barbarian, his axe dripping blood, bits of brain and jaw still hanging from it. He stands over you even as Moria stands up, realizing that her healing power will do naught. What do you do?
What do I notice about the people around? Are they awestruck by this? Are they panicking, or is this just another day in the neighborhood?
Yeah, good question. So, as I mentioned, there were some that were coming to loot the bodies pretty quickly, but you don't see a lot of reaction. It's as though this is taken in stride by the denizens of the Barbarian Quarter in Relastra. And some of them try to pilfer what they can from the bodies. You see no signs of guards. And those who were hiding behind signs and stairs and trees and lattice works are now just beginning to move about again.
So I'll look over at Moria and I don't know if you're still going to lecture me, but anything he has is, I got it now, and if you want to bury him, fine. But it was either myself, and I'll just look around, or any one of them. So, if you find it important to bury a stranger, bury him. But you might want to also get the others if he's so fancy about burying strangers. There's plenty over there, too. The big guy kind of messed him up, though, so good luck. And I'll walk a little ways away. I'm not going to go a long ways away from everyone. But, you know, I guess more over by Rizia, if I'm picturing where they're at correctly.
Yeah. And I'll pull this up on the screen so you can see it here. So you kind of walk over and you still see that little girl standing next to Rizia. Although you note something, Anaho, you have a keen eye. I don't even need you to make a roll. You note now as the battle has subsided, this little girl, she was hunched over previously. She now stands up, and actually she's a little older than she first appeared. And as she stands next to, she puts an arm around Rizia, clearly feeling safety among the barbarians. But she gives you a winsome smile as you walk toward her.
Do I see her reaching for a pocket?
No.
No? Just smiling, giving Rizia...
Just smiling, and yeah, stands up a little bit taller.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to stand off to the side and definitely... I'll give the same... I'll reflect the same kind of smile back. But be attentive to her.
All right, Moria, what are you doing?
She just kind of shook her head at Anaho. It's just general callousness. And she kind of starts to look around and see if she can find anybody that resembles a possible guard around here, to try to like do something about this pile of bodies that has now amassed right here in the street.
No guard. But as you see, as I mentioned earlier, there are many people, and I'm not going to put all these on the screen here. We'll just do theater of mind for this, but many of them, in fact, let me switch it here so it just, I think, helps people not to be distracted by what's on the screen. Many come past. They begin pulling, yanking strips of leather and armor, pulling away a blade, pouches off of the bodies, carefully stepping around the bits of gray matter and blood and gore splattered all over the walls by Taldar's power. But one of them, an older man, his gray pate thinning, he looks at you, he tugs the cloak where you see again that circle with the arrow through it. You have done not wisely. The Grey Guild, they'll be after you, I promise. They'll be after you. But not me. No, not me, because I'll scurry away. And he runs off to the side.
All right. And she kind of looks back towards where Liam had been standing outside of the house of some repute, as you described it last time, and see if there's another one of the bouncer type people out there that might know him.
So you turn your attention, and I'll come to you in a moment, but let me go to Taldar now. Taldar, you're seeing everything I've described. What are you doing, sir?
Taldar's going to walk back over to where the little girl is.
Okay.
And he's gonna
step up to her, and you see she sees you walking over toward her, and she gets a glimmer in her eye and a kindly look on her face, and she holds out a small hand.
And he's still had his axe in his hand. He hasn't, but as he walks up, he sees her, and that's when he takes his axe and he puts it back on his back, and he kneels down next to her. He looks at her. Do you have enough food?
Well, I've got my bread and this nasty vegetables. I don't really want it. Perhaps we could go to the inn. I could use a bit more, and perhaps I should speak with you.
He looks at her for a moment. He looks up because Rizia's right there, right?
Mm-hmm. It's right there. Yep.
Okay. Looks up at Rizia. Let's take her to the end.
Okay. And she'll look down at her and just be like, well, give it here then. If you don't want the melon.
She, you see like a bit of a flit across her eyes of disdain, which she controls and pulls back.
No, but thank you. I know that you said it was a fruit, but the fruit and the vegetables, same thing, I think. It's just a call by another name.
No, this one's sweeter. Tastes better. Try it.
Perhaps with a pint of ale.
Sorry, how old are you?
I'm old enough for a pint of ale.
What's the legal drinking age?
You're in Rel Astra. There is no legal drinking age. All right, let me come back to Moria. Moria, as you look down, you do in fact see Lucky still howling. And by the way, still in Tailspire, there is not a really like cute little dog. But I'll tell you what Lucky looks like. Lucky, his really sort of beigeish brown fur. He's missing a hind leg, and he's stopped howling, and he just whimpers and sits next to the body of Liam. He kind of hovers in the corner and starts to whimper. Oh, my dog's reacting here. Sorry, guys. Sorry. It's okay, but that's all right. I got a dog in the room here. He didn't like that at all. As Lucky whimpers, you do see there is someone walking down the side of the Lady of Luck, purposefully. A half-elf. Please describe what he looks like, Josh.
Sure. What you see in front of you is a thin build, not very bulky at all, not wide shoulders, not scrawny per se, but just a very thin build. His face is lighter features. You can tell as he walks through and as the light catches him every now and then between the buildings as he walks next to the Lucky Lady, or Lady Luck, is you can tell that he has a cut over his left eyebrow where the hair just doesn't grow. You can tell the sharp jawline, the pointed nose, the beautiful shining silver hair that's pulled back into a bun behind his head. Around his neck, he has a set of goggles that just hang, and you can see him moving quickly. He has a leather cloak that's, or leather overcoat, whatever you want to call it, that's kind of a second breast that's buttoned to his chest. You can see some sort of cream-colored shirt underneath, and he's moving quickly with the poofy kind of pants that come down and tighten around the thigh or the calves. And he has some nice-looking boots that go just above the ankle. He's moving through, listening, looking around until he looks forward and sees Lucky, and will begin to kind of jog forward. You see over his shoulder, he has a leather satchel, and then across his body he also has multiple, like a leather harness. And in multiple of these different harness pieces, you see like glass flasks, while around his waist you see 4 metal hanging like drinking bottles. As he jogs forward, he walks up. Now, Lucky, is that any way to be howling in the middle of nowhere? As he looks down at Lucky and kind of like scratches into his forehead.
As you do this, you see, Moria, you see Lucky recognizes this man and acknowledges him, but then just hovers down and lays on the body of Liam, licking his wounds.
As then the half-elf would see the body, and the saddlebag that was on his shoulder just slowly slumps and drops to the ground.
You see Liam, his life's blood ebbing out in the cobblestones, clearly heart severed, pumping still arterial blood into the ground. This dwarven woman stands over him protectively. You sense a holy aura from her. Meanwhile, a pair of clearly savages stand nearby, and a strange-looking halfling. Oh yeah, you look every bit the savage right now, Taldar. You're covered in bone and brain and blood, my friends.
He will then lean down and put his saddlebag back on, and will lean down and just start scratching Lucky's head and then underneath the ears. I'm very sorry, I've been very rude. Hello, as he will extend his hand kind of with one knee on the ground, his other foot planted, looking over the body, and look over at Maria. He'll extend a hand towards her with these long leather gloves that come just beyond the elbow. What is your name for me?
You can call me Moria. And you?
He takes your hand, shakes it, not too firmly, a little light, to pull away. My name is Phelan. Wonderful to meet you.
Do you know this one?
Yes, I know him quite well. He and I used to work together. Do you know what happened?
Well, the girl over there, she was being followed by these, and she'll gesture at all three of the other dead bodies. Well, we sort of tried to intervene as best as we could, but, well, he sort of managed to skewer himself on the sword of that one. So I did what I could, but unfortunately, it was a little too late.
All right, so I've got 2 DM interjections here, which I don't normally do when my players are role-playing, but one, I want to just congratulate Evelyn. Fantastically done, Axon. I love that role-play. That's fantastic. Also, Evelyn, you note on the face of the newcomer, when he references his knowledge of the fallen, he seems to be brushing it off on the surface, but per a roll I just made, you sense there's something deeper here. This is emotional for him, even though he's playing it off. Resume.
You said that they had done a bit of help in fighting, and before this idiot ended up kebabbing himself, correct?
I wouldn't put it quite so crassly myself, but yeah.
It's fine. He was quite the idiot, always running into the wrong circumstances. Would you like to come in for a cup of tea, ale, whiskey? Excuse me, you lot over there.
And you see he turns toward the remainder of the party, all standing off to the side. Lucky licks his hand and slowly stands up, hobbling on his 3 legs, moving away from the body of Liam and toward this newcomer.
He'll scoop up Lucky into one arm and just kind of keep his head against his chest, away from Liam's body, just looking at the new group. Excuse me. Yes, hello.
Do you mean us?
No, I'm waving at the other two individuals covered in blood and then the one also covered in blood. Yes, you three, please.
Actually, I'm not covered in blood. I don't work that way, but
Even that little bit on your wrist.
You were digging through the men's pockets after all.
anyways, what were you saying? Come where?
If you'd like a drink, I would dutifully like to know what happened here.
I see. The drink is always well, and looks like our small little friend here would like one as well. And I'll look over to her, give her a little bit of a grin and a wink. So, perhaps we could proceed forward. At least I will.
Those strongest of you, if you'll please pick up this one's body and carry him inside, that would be much appreciated.
Rizia will look over to Taldar. I think he means us.
He's already dead. Why does he want us to pick him up? I don't understand.
Where do you want us to take him?
Just inside. I'll tell you where. Probably on a table or within his room might be the best place to have him before he's prepared for burial.
Do you own this inn?
No, I do not own this inn, but I am one of the higher-ups, one of the helpers here.
So carry him in for you.
Yes,
And,
please. If you wish for pay, I can do that, but...
Yeah, that would be great.
Perfect.
And she'll kind of lean down to be eye level with the little girl. And sense motive.
Roll, please.
Okay, here we go, Evelyn. Let's see if you're a thing. 12 plus. Hang on 1 second. Oh, great. I don't have sense motive. 12.
12. You look at her. You try to sort of sense, and she just looks up at you. Her eyes, doe-like, they blink.
Well, I don't think the Lady Luck is a good place for us to go. They'll be looking for us there. Well, them.
And she motions at the body of one of the thieves at the ground.
Earlier, you made yourself taller. Just do that again. We'll go for that drink that you said that you wanted.
So she's taller now. She had made herself shorter when you
Yeah.
Oh, it's not me they'll be looking for, it's you. Well, it's probably more him.
And she points at Taldar.
That wasn't dangerous. Well, perhaps we should go somewhere less conspicuous.
Did you see him? I'm pretty sure he can handle himself.
Well, mayhap, but mayhap not, depending on who he handles himself with.
Let's just go for one drink and then we can go wherever you said you wanted to go. Where is that? A different inn? Somewhere?
As you say, milady. Whatever you choose.
And she just kind of smiles, and she moves towards you and just lays an arm around your chest. Your leg.
Am I close enough to hear this girl talking to Rizzy?
You can see the conversation, but you're a good 25, 30 feet away in the marketplace, so you're not hearing it. So I would say Taldar hears it, Anaho hears it, Moria, and the newcomer do not hear this conversation.
Am I able to do a sense motive on why she seems so nervous? Because if she's looking for if she's saying they're looking for Taldar, not her, why is she so nervous?
No, she didn't say they would. She didn't say they were. She said they would be.
For him.
To be clear, yes.
Yeah.
But she doesn't want to go in there, and I'm curious if I can tell why she doesn't want to go in there.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll.
While he's doing that, Rizia would just go right to the body and just like carry him Not like very like, like pick up head and shoulder, like almost like over the shoulder. She'll just carry the body. That's what she's been asked to do.
Potatoes.
So, yeah.
So you take Liam and you just kind of throw him over your shoulder. All right, you have him now.
Yes. It's kidding.
Put Liam in your inventory.
He's in your inventory. That's right.
I got 11.
Anaho, you are wise in the ways of all manner of things. You can tell there's something she's not saying, but you cannot determine what it is. Taldar, what are you doing?
Well, Taldar listened to the conversation, but he is not gonna sense motive because it's not what he would do.
Right, that's fine.
Unfortunately,
Everyone sets motive on this girl.
Unfortunately, he's gonna look at her, and go,
Don't worry. I can handle myself, and she seems pretty capable. The two short ones, I don't know. We'll at least go check the place out.
I can tell you can handle yourself. You did it quite well there, and well, you haven't tried to feed me any vegetables either, which makes you quite right in my book. But this place, it's a house of ill repute. Would you propose to take a young lady in there? I don't wish to go in a place where women are sold.
Why not?
Well, they might sell me. It's awful what they do in there. They make them do things. I don't want to go in there. Please.
She clutches on to your armor and draws herself away from Anaho and back toward you, Taldar. I swear I cannot say your name without thinking Taldar and Handsome every single time. It's
Now that it's been said, you just
I know it's like
Taldar
set in my head now.
And Handsome.
It's like saying Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Josh said the girl is sus, so we'll see.
I mean, yeah. Wow, almost said Liam. Does Phelan see this all happening?
Yeah, I mean, Phelan, you see what I told you saw. I gave you some information earlier today based on your character. You look over, you do not recognize this girl, but you recognize what I told you saw about the others.
Are you all coming or not? It might be a bit of information that you might want, but I'm not willing to share it in the middle of Barbarian Quarter.
I'll go ahead and I'll move towards him, kind of at an arc though, away from Maria. How do you say your name?
Moria.
Moria.
Yeah.
All right.
So
You kind of come around this side, away from Moria, and
That's right.
you approach the stranger now. You see his flasks tucked within his robes, and you are quite keen with an eye. You see there's a touch of uncertainty and almost trauma in his eye.
Wonderful. What about you, sir? As he will speak to Taldar and Handsome.
The young one doesn't want to go there. We'll go to a different end.
All right. As he will turn and just go into Lady Luck.
Rizia would be right behind with Liam's body over her shoulder.
All right, so you move back to Lady Luck, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And Rizia follows with Liam's body over her shoulder. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And we have Taldar, who has said this young lady does not wish to go there. He's still with her. What are Anaho and Moria doing?
Anaho went over by Phelan to go in.
Okay.
From Moria seeing the conversation, that could she get any sense of like body language at all, like from the way this little girl was talking, not necessarily just does it come across anything that would put her at ill ease?
So you definitely sense there is something beyond what this girl is saying, but you're not sure why. You don't sense maliciousness per se, but you sense there is more to what she's doing.
She'll look kind of over at Taldar and just say, "I would watch your pockets around that one," and then she'll kind of follow after the others.
All right, so you move after the others toward the Lady Luck. Taldar, you see the remainder of the erstwhile, the briefest party in history of D&D, move toward Lady Luck, and you're standing now with this girl. She blinks and looks up at you as actually the body of one of those men is carried away, pulled into back alleys by members of the city. And now it's just the two of you standing in the Mercantile, the Plaza of Delights.
So Taldar's going to watch them walk away. Watches Rizia more intently than the others, because as he looks at the two smaller ones and the frail-looking one, he doesn't necessarily respect what he sees there. He's going to look down to her again.
They might have information for me. Tell me again. Why did those others attack you? Or wish to attack you?
Can't you see? They were mean men. I simply stole a loaf of bread to feed my family, and they came after me. I don't know, some sort of louts, gods, whatever, just bent on keeping a young girl from feeding her own.
Oh.
She bats her eyelashes at you.
Steal some bread to feed your family. Funny. You told me you didn't have any family.
You misunderstand me. My family are those who I rest with each night in the cellars, in the damp places of this city. Anyone that is kind to you is family here. I have no brothers, I have no sisters, I have no mothers. I wish I had a father. Those that live with me in the squalor of the underbelly of this wretched city, those are my family I feed.
And now I'll roll sense motive.
All right, go ahead.
Come on, Taldar.
And I'll fail miserably.
No.
It was the batting of those eyelashes.
Bambi eyes. It gets you every time.
This is why sometimes I roll the sense motives and other things. But your heart melts. This urchin, she is so helpless. And it is clear this city, you feel the evil that lives at the tendrils. It is somehow kept back in those austere concrete walls that cover the outer part of the city. But here in the Barbarian Quarter, there is an illusion of freedom, and you sense it is a place that would be utterly vile with the freedom that you would expect. Like nothing which would, it breaks your heart to see her like this.
All right. But before we go somewhere else, I have my own mission to follow as well. There's information I need to find out, and those others might have what I need.
She looks a bit vexed for a moment. It crosses her face so quickly.
What do you mean? What manner of information? I could probably tell you things. I know people here in the city.
I don't doubt that. But you don't have the years of experience like it seems they do. Now, you can either come and be safe by my side, or, as I told you earlier, run and hide. I will protect you if you are with me. I cannot protect you if you leave.
She looks up at you, and you see a glint in those brown eyes. The auburn hair flounces just a bit, and she says,
I think you need me more than I need you. I'll be in Vane Robert's chains. If you wish to find me, I'll be there. Remember, Vane Robert's chains. Goodbye.
and as she kind of skips off, she looks over her shoulder, and she winks at you, and then disappears.
He'll stand there for a minute, a little confused. Interesting one. And he'll walk slowly towards the inn, where everybody else
Not
left
the inn.
towards.
You're not heading toward
to
the inn.
the ill repute.
The house of some repute. Yes.
Yes.
All right. And in moments. All right. You all step inside Lady Luck. It's a place not altogether unfamiliar to Anaho. Absolutely bilious and reviling toward Moria. Very familiar to Phelan. And strange beyond all strangeness to Rizia and to Taldar. As you step inside, there are pure perfumes which emanate everywhere. Incense burns, hazy smoke. You walk in, you see veils that cover the walls in all bright colors, men and women, in the depth of undress. Some walking with... are you okay, Mark? Sorry. As they walk around. And so we're going to take our one and only break right here because the party went a different way. I love it. And we're going to come back to this in just a moment. Tonight, we might have a giveaway. We might not. It all depends on my mood, I tell you. But I think we probably will. And we also have Vivi for a longer night for a while, right, Vivi?
Yes.
Huzzah!
Yes.
But we won't go too long tonight. We got lots of fun stuff happening here. So Blue Box, I won't go to our Be Right Back screen because our Be Right Back screen is not updated yet. So we're going to go to our Starting Soon screen because it just rocks, and we'll have a cool Be Right Back screen very shortly. And when we come back, we will be inside Lady Luck, whatever that may look like. Yeah, you and me both, brother.
Yeah.
Love it, though. This is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I got to pull up. Part of what I'm doing here, the mics are hot. We always leave them hot. I'm pulling up all your notes, all your 37 NPCs and everything because, this is legit.
The first floor of Lady Luck is actually like the main open area. It's a casino. It's like a casino area. And then the upper levels are going to be where you got the nice penthouse bedrooms and sexy time, sexy stuff.
Yes, but in that, even in that casino area, that opening area for gambling, the various denizens searching for work, they do move around, and they are I mean, if you've been in casinos, that happens. Thank you, Art of Mike Disney. Yes, we keep the mics hot. We're going to talk about you, Mike, when we come back from the break, and we're going to talk about this incredible VGHC we have coming up. I am so excited. Storm Power Donald, you missed a bit, but I think you came in at a good time because we're just doing an early break tonight. And since Mike Disney is on, we're going to do a full color Mike Disney art giveaway. I think it's the last one I have, actually. I found it tonight. And so we're going to show this to you after the break. You do not want to miss an Overgourd full color, not just the white one, the white background that I have, but a blue background, full-sized Overgourd. Here, I'll show it to the players. You guys can see this. This guy is so cool.
So good.
I know. I love this one. So we're gonna. This is the last one I have. We'll give that away after the break. Blue Box will be starting soon. /right back. Admire my dragons as they fly.
This is the first ever like semi-support character that I will have played in a campaign, and
Wow. That's exciting.
it's semi-support, not so much upfront fighter.
Got it,
yeah,
got it.
it's so weird. It's so weird already. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh, I could just no. I was like, how? No.
Is that what Liam was too? Is that why he died
Yeah.
so fast?
Yeah, I mean, hey man, Liam was trying to take the peaceful route, and that's what he got. Tried to be a good guy, but man,
You got to know where to step when you do that. Usually, it's about 100 feet back.
yeah, honestly, Patras love the new artwork. But yeah, Phelan is fabulous. He's good-looking mother trucker. He's
The art for Phelan up.
yeah. He already threw one into the chat or into the fan art. Fabulous.
Pat,
Phelan makes his presence known. Yeah.
Oof.
Phelan is Phelan, to give everyone an idea on his comeliness score. He's not as hot as Millie, sadly. But he's up there.
you get better than a 17.
Oh, much better than a 17.
Dang it!
Yeah.
Wow.
You beat me, but you only got a couple digits to go there. I mean, come on.
My highest combo score is actually for Irda. She has a 21.
Whoa!
Wait, how did you do that?
John gave me an extra die because she's an Azamar, and she has a really high charisma score because she started off as a Skald, and that's basically a barbarian. So charisma is their caster stat.
Right.
So yeah, she has a 21.
Nice.
Gosh dang. Ah, gosh dang.
Bum, 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 bum. I really wasn't planning on going in this place.
I wasn't either.
Good.
That's why he hasn't been going in it for like the last bit of time.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. So did you guys see my gaming table that I'm building?
Yeah, man. Dude, it's freaking amazing.
I've repurposed both an indoor garden that I made and failed at, and a previous gaming table that I made and semi-succeeded at. So I've deconstructed and repurposed most of that wood into this. Bum, bum, bum. So quiet.
Yeah. Not used to this.
Mhm.
Gosh.
So Does Phelan like milk also? Is that just a running fantasy theme of yours?
No, who knows?
We'll have to find out. It has not been revealed in character yet.
Yeah. You don't get to know.
There's so much we don't know anymore.
John.
Thank you, everyone, for being with us tonight. She is not she's not the new Ashrin. I love that, Pat, but no, we shall see. Purple Box RPG. You gotta love the purples, though.
Oh no, we lost Josh.
That's all right. We're on break. He'll come back. It's the best time to lose someone. All right, and DM scrambling to figure out what happens next. I like this, though. This is fun.
I haven't seen that one in such a long time. I forgot how good it is. I have to make some tea and then turn on the heater because it's freezing down here.
Oh, hey, have you got snow yet?
Not yet.
Hello, everyone. Lots of folks in tonight. Thank you for joining us here at Blue Box. This is episode 2 of Book 2, episode 58 overall, and we're always growing. We're always moving. I think we've had some really good progress. All the players look amazing tonight. I think our audio and video is finally really clicking in all respects. I've heard no concerns or complaints. We got all new starting screens, and hey, good to see you, Kristen. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. So many of our friends on. Keith, thank you. Yeah, Teppy rocks. Everyone knows that.
It was.
I'm glad you like the start, Josh. It is a different start for sure.
It was 39.2 Fahrenheit this morning.
Yeah. Same here.
Is that where you were too?
Yeah, yours is...
She's like,
wait,
Yours is like
39?
84 here.
Yeah,
Wait, 39? Where are you, Rory? I thought you were...
Huh? Minnesota.
he's like right below me.
It's
Yeah,
39 in Minnesota today? Are you kidding me?
Well, this morning it warmed up, but the mornings get to be like mid to high 30s.
Thank you, Patrick. That's
yeah.
ridiculous. I mean, yeah, you should move.
Yeah, Vivi's like 2.5-ish, 3 hours north of me, something like that.
No, more than that. I
Is
think.
it?
Where are you? Wait, what's message me your address.
He's in the United States of
I
America.
have the whole mailing list still.
Oh, yeah, you do. Okay. hang on.
Oh my gosh, we have no Josh back yet. I cannot.
His internet dropped.
All right, so let's give him a minute because I have an emergency screen, but I can't go back into my normal views without Josh because I need all 6 of you. Well, all 6 of us.
Yeah,
5 of
it'll
you.
be 50 degrees here, so we're a little warmer. I think I'm a little farther south than you, Rory.
Rory, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, good to see you, Steve.
Google Maps.
Yeah, I bet you're in the 90s, man. You're heated up by fire all around you. I'm glad you're doing well. And you've been in our thoughts and prayers. Alexander, yes. Curse that name.
Why can't I do that here? Okay, whatever. I'll just do it on here.
So we're going to wait, everyone, to see if Josh can come back in. He lost internet. You know, he's living in that state where you have rolling brownouts and blackouts and voluntary blackouts and brownouts. So who knows what's happening there in the golden state where I used to live. I know it quite well.
So Texas? Oh, no, that's just involuntary.
No, involuntary, exactly.
Yeah.
The voluntary is more volatile.
It says it would take me. Okay, whatever. My Google Maps is like, you can't cross the border. It's not allowed. It's
Never
like giving me a warning because it's like, you cannot cross the border. Like,
So now I want to
okay.
see how long it would take me to get to Rory.
I'm
It
still
says
blown away.
five-
We have like
from me-
almost 70 people still watching while we're sitting on this extended break and just talking. You guys are the best. Thank you, Matt Chatters.
Yes, but if for me to drive from my house to Rory's house, it would be 5 hours and 31 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
That's
it's
not bad.
Not bad.
No, not
And
at
yet
all.
you still never come to visit us.
I mean, I can't.
Oh,
For me, it would only
Even my
take
Google
12
Maps
hours.
was telling me that I
Yeah,
couldn't cross.
yeah,
the border.
Terry, you're better off taking a plane.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
You had a couple airports right there. A couple big airports.
Yeah,
It
usually
takes
Rory's
me to
not-
Brainerd. Is that a
Yeah,
brain
yeah.
brain nerd?
Yeah, Brainerd.
Yeah.
Brainer.
Yeah.
That's the flight it wants me.
Oh,
and that
thank you,
flight is
Ren
still too
Reb.
long. 7 hours
For
and
the
30
DM
minutes.
disadvantage.
Dang, that's a
Well,
long flight.
I still like it because Ren Reb was one of our main donors on Sunday. Also, we had a record day on Sunday. Viewership was toward the top, but the participation, the gifts were absolutely incredible. Ren Reb, many others really pushed us. We had a level 5 hype train that was like, we don't normally get that on Sundays. And we're up to 73 viewers sitting on break. That's crazy. Thank you, everyone. We are hoping to get back online live here. All the tech is working great on this side, but one of our main players, in fact, right now, the main player, because he's taking us into the place that he works, Josh lost his internet, and so we're waiting for him to come back.
That's a nice place. Rory, look at all that space you have.
Phelan falls and has a seizure, passes out. Yeah, it's pretty open. I mean, it's nice all in all.
Thank you, I
That's
am
a lot
Devine.
of driveway to like shovel though. On
Oh, literally, you mean my place? Yes, it is.
Yes.
Literally.
No, I'm literally like looking at it right now, right? Is that
Yes,
it?
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's outdated, but yes.
Yeah. But like that's no, I meant your legitimate. I was like,
while
what
we're
are you
at-
talking about?
I thought you meant
There we go.
Minnesota.
Can you
But
judge
yes.
mine now too? I'm going to put mine in the chat.
Okay.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is nice.
Mine
Thankfully,
is
I got a
small,
14-year-old son.
quaint.
Can you judge mine now since
Yes,
that's
I
what
can.
you do. You judge people's houses.
I judge people's. I like to look at it.
She is a judger.
All right.
Yeah.
It's like,
While we're waiting there,
Goodness.
thank like Biggie Paw. Thank you so much, Toriano. That's for you, Evelyn. And we have lots of folks. I am Devine is a brand new follower. Has been really active in our Discord as well. I am Devine. Glad you enjoyed Sunday. Steve, no, the audio test you missed. There was lots of karaoke that happened on that as well. So there may be another one. We'll see. And let's see, Steve. Yep, same.
So Josh said he's willing to let you just kill this character too.
He did not.
no?
Don't
I
tell
misread that.
tales.
Sorry, that was my fault.
Apparently,
Glad I got
their
that
whole
okay.
their whole house lost internet.
It's so cute. I
All
love
right.
it.
Can we do death saves for Phelan? See, everybody wants to see Phelan die now.
Maybe
No!
we do have two full heals
I
from.
don't want to see Phelan
last week.
die. Although I just love watching my
Mhm.
dragon fly across the screen here. Maybe it's just me. I'm just mesmerized by this. I love it.
See, you have a long driveway too, Terry. So if
I
you
do.
get snow, that would be a big.
I have
pain
a
in the butt to-
snowblower. So.
Oh, smart. That's
Yeah,
very
I had a
smart.
14-year-old
We're gonna go to
son.
our emergency screen. Here we go.
I know that's
3, 2, 1. All right.
Driveway
You are
for
now
always, right?
seen.
Go shovel the snow. It's
That's
very
an
cute. Do you still
interesting-
have these hedges out there?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
It's so nice. I love it.
It's funny because the house I lived in Pennsylvania had like 3 times the size yard, so I had a riding lawnmower. So I showed up to
Oh.
this place with a riding lawnmower, and I
You're like,
looked
nope.
ridiculous using it. So I have an electric. An
You're
electric
like, I'm going to do the
lawnmower.
whole neighborhood.
Where in Pennsylvania? Western Pennsylvania, so north of Pittsburgh by about an hour. City Guard.
Pat, send me your address. I'll look at your house too. It's very cute and quaint. I really like it. It's very nice.
Oh man, there's the yens. That's how you know Pittsburgh right there when people say yens.
Oh, well, that's what TJ Watt did when he re-signed his contract. Hopefully he's okay. He went out with a growing injury this last week. I'm a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan, have been all my life. And he said Yins ain't ready when he got
man, if
signed.
I hear the word yens again, I'm gonna hit myself in the face.
So
Can you enlighten us, please?
So yins is like
you,
you
it's like
all
y'all.
or you guys.
Yeah, it's like y'all.
Yeah,
in the South.
it's Pittsburghese. So Pittsburgh is funny because they also remove verbs in their sentences. So like your car needs fixed. It doesn't need to be fixed. It needs fixed.
It's fixed. Canadians are worse for saying no, yeah, no, and
Dude, Michigan's like that too. I picked up it and I hate it. I say it now and I hate it.
Josh's internet's back up.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Okay.
So we're going to
Just
wait just
reset the
another
router.
moment. Get Josh back in. Thanks for your patience, everyone.
Captain Mymorph, not that
How
far
yous
north,
doing?
south of there. It's a little place called New Wilmington near Newcastle.
We say pop here as well, antiquitous.
Soda.
Soda.
Pop.
I'm good
Soda.
with both. I like
Soda.
pop and soda pop.
Can't be soda in Minnesota.
You want to know what
That's just a
pop
mini
is?
soda.
This is what pop is. There, I made a pop.
Yeah, that's what happens when you open it. It pops.
Yes, it pops.
Y'all living in the South? I don't really say that, Patrick, but I could. I do. I pop a y'all in. I never pop a yins
I
in,
love
though.
y'all. It's
Yeah.
great.
Y'all.
Hey, Josh.
And y'all.
Not only
And
should
there's
you not feel
different
stressed, you should
Is there
feel
different y'alls?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
Can you give me some
Well,
examples?
because you got the y'all.
Y'all.
Then you just got y'all.
Y'all. Hey, y'all.
So what is
Let's
in what context would you use like the extended one? Like the
Oh, go
longer
southeast. You're talking Georgia. You're talking South
one?
Carolina,
Oh, okay.
where everybody is sweetheart too. If any woman from down there calls you sweetheart, you
It
done
is a
something wrong.
blessing.
Bless your heart.
Bless your
Bless
heart.
your
That means you've
heart.
done something wrong. Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, if you ever come down here and have someone go, oh, bless your heart.
All right, so let me fix these cameras since Josh messed them all
Ooh,
up
good to
here. I'll
know.
move that around.
Sorry.
Anaho, and then
These
Josh
guys.
goes
It's bless their
up
heart.
to
Oh, these
Rizia and there. Let's see. Oh, I think I got it. Boom. That nope.
Yeah,
Daldar.
I'm
needs to be
Taldar.
Oh,
Yes,
switched.
I'm Taldar now.
Taldar and
Oh,
handsome.
Chowdar.
All right,
Oh,
we're good.
sweetheart.
We're back. We're live. Huzzah. Josh,
Huzzah!
Oh.
just know you are loved
Ta-da!
because 70 people waited for you to come back online and to see your glorious mug.
The other 30
Wonderful.
left.
Where is it? Oh, here it is. There you go, guys.
That is a glorious mug.
Oh, that is a glorious mug. It's a very
Thank
cute
you.
mug.
One of my friends did it.
Yes, you
there
can give
is
advantages to
Phelan.
Josh.
Yeah, you're actually only supposed to give advantages to me.
No, not just you. You did get one while you were gone, though.
Oh.
I put it in. I put it in the chat.
Oh, there it is.
We have the best fans. I can't believe, like, the people that just stay with us even when we have all these issues. And he comes back with goggles. I don't know. It's like it just.
I had goggles on, I think, in the middle of
Yeah. Yeah. I put my Googles on.
this.
Your
googly
Googles?
My Googles.
All right.
Great, oogly moogly.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right, let's get back
Always.
to some gaming. So, oh, thank you, Pat. What? Pat draws? Let me pull this over where I can see it better.
Oh, that's a full heal. So now we have 3 full heals to distribute
Ha-ha.
as needed.
Oh my gosh!
Just in case you try and kill Phelan.
No, I was told to kill Phelan by your comrades told me to kill you.
You should. You should. You should just make it a running joke.
Prove
I'm
it.
fine.
Oh my God, they
John.
killed Josh. You bastard.
Terry was the one. Terry said I should do it.
That honestly, that would be funny. Oh, yo, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Amanda B.
Full
Thank
heal.
you. Advantage to Josh.
No.
That's amazing. Oh, we got a hype train. It's close. Oh my gosh, it's incredible.
is
Yeah, come
Close.
on, hype Josh for Josh.
We have
Hype
done
drain
literally
for Josh.
nothing. This is
Hype
just
what?
the amazingness
Josh.
of our fans. We have done nothing tonight
Hype
to
Josh.
earn a hype train.
Hype
It's a
Josh.
hype Josh. Yes, that's right. All right,
It's a hype.
Let's go. Let's get this hype Josh going.
so, all right. Let me kind of let's rein it
Josh, I'll
in.
Never forget.
Save Josh train.
All right. Guys, stop. Just stop talking, please. Let me gather myself for a second. You-
How are we
Come
gonna
on,
RP
real
if we don't
Josh.
talk?
No, you can
We're
RP
gonna mime
after.
it the entire.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, remember that episode where Millie couldn't talk and you had all your speech things prepared and everything? I was just like, yes.
I came prepared and then.
The Palace of 1,000.
Oh, we got a hype train doing nothing. Thank you so much. Oh, that's
we were entertaining.
the place of 1,001 rooms won
Palace.
our gourd. That's what I meant. Stop it. Vinny.
So the place of 1,001 rooms.
The palace of
Over
1,000.
9,000.
No, it's less than.
Oh.
By a factor of 9.
They won our Greyhawk box set.
Oh my gosh.
This last, so thank you so much,
Vamp
Vamp Wickman. Oh my goodness, thank you.
That's
thank
2.5 for you.
2.5.
Holy crap.
That means you can roll a d20
Or
and
an
catch it
advantage and an
half.
inspiration if you'd like.
All right, stop. Bring it down. Stop it. Bring it. All right.
You guys hear the one about the pirate?
Disadvantages for the TM. Yes.
That's 4.
I mean,
I cannot be mad at Amanda when I have her dragon upon my shoulder. All right, now everyone stop and let's resume. You step inside the Lady Luck. As I said before the break, the ambience is overwhelming. The incense roils through the room. You see men and women, scantily clad, walking through the gambling tables all over, dice being rolled, cards being played, men and women placing their arms upon tables to wrestle against others. And this newcomer, Phelan, seems quite comfortable as you walk in.
Please, if you will, just follow me. Excuse me. Hey, as he's going to look over at Eden, a kind blonde half-elf who's moving by. Eden, darling, do you know
Phelan, what
where
is it I can do for you? Who are these?
the acquaintances for the moment? Eden, Liam's dead. Could you please tell Letitia I will be leaving soon, and all the ingredients that she needs for the future moment will be in my room upon my departure.
What do you mean Liam's dead? Like, is that a turn of phrase?
And he looks and he sees Taldar and Rizia and sees the body of Liam still carried over her shoulder, yes?
Yes.
He tries not to draw attention. You do see several patrons turn, and now there is a bit of a ruckus as several are noticing a body dripping blood over 1 barbarian, 2 barbarian, 3 barbarian, 4 in the shoulders inside.
Eden, let Letitia know she will be taking him up to his quarters and will be in my room discussing. Thank you. As he will pat her face and draw just his index finger to her chin and push it off. Now go. Thank you. As he will head up the stairs to his room.
And you leave the rest behind?
No, I'm beckoning the rest to come along.
All right.
Rizia will kind of just shift the weight of the dead body on her shoulder. Where are we going?
We're going to be dropping the body off at his room, while then we will go to my room for discussions. There's alcohol, drinks, whatever you like, are in my room already.
And Moria this whole time has had her eyes like shielded from these half-dressed people, and she's like blushing as red as her hair.
Half-dressed is quite generous and not
Okay,
half-dressed.
these people in various states of undress, but yeah, so her face is like as red as her hair right now, and she's just got her eyes shielded, and she's just looking down at her feet and kind of just listening to the others talking around her.
Phelan, seeing this, if he would see it,
he does.
Will lean down and grab for one of her hands. Do you mind? I can lead you up there and you can close your eyes. It would be
She
my
just,
honor.
yeah, nods
As
frantically like.
He switches his grip to hold her hand and will just lead her upstairs as he waves at the rest. Please, if you will, follow me. As he will lead everyone up, the body will get dropped off in Liam's room. He just motions Drop him on his bed, at least on his back. Close his eyes so he's not wide awake in his death, bastard. And then come to me in my room. I'm right next door, and I'll keep the door open.
And she'll do exactly that. She'll just kind of flop him on the bed. She's not trying to be like very gentle, but she's not trying to be very aggressive either. She's just dropping him down on the bed. And as she asks, she kind of just picks up his arms and kind of just lays him nicely and tries to close his eyes, then just walks out.
And inside of his room, he will kind of gesture at any place anyone wants to sit. You see multiple different think like a bazaar, just very bizarre. You see one nice bed in the center of the room. You see fine different seatings around. You see probably what would be like a hookah pipe in the corner. You see all these different areas. And
you see the hookah pipe, you see alembics, all kinds of very strange mechanisms which are used for things you are not familiar with. As you step inside this room, and yes, don't think I wasn't ready, Josh. Bang. Oh, thank you so much, Phantom. Level 5 hype train. Let's go. Incredible support from this community. It every single time it blows me away. I cannot believe how kind all of you are. And I want to get right back to the gaming, but I want to say thank you to this community. You make it worthwhile to be. All the players, the investment in your backstories, the time you spend. I know you all have like your own work lives and different things going on, and you still come in and just rock the role play. And then we have just, okay, I got to stop because I'm honestly, I don't know what to say. I'm so thankful. Thank you. You step inside the room and you see, thank you for joining us, Capaz20, all of you. You see what you see on the screen now. It's a bedroom, but it's like no room you've seen before. There is alembics, there are tubes connecting to vials, there are flasks scattered all over tables, and this newcomer, Phelan, seems quite comfortable as he steps inside the room.
I'll go ahead as I step in. He's comfortable. So I'm comfortable. I walk in and look around, and I'll start to look at the stuff on the different tables pretty closely. And I'm not hiding. I'm not trying to take anything. I'm clearly not trying to take anything, but I'm not hiding what I'm doing either. So, Phelan, now, if there's one of these vials or jars, pick it up. Who is Latifah? I'll look at it.
I think you mean Letitia.
Letitia.
She's the owner of this fine establishment. She's the owner, runner, and proprietor, and all of the above. She's the one that pays me and makes sure that everything is run in ship shape, as they would say in the harbor. Please, take a seat anywhere you like. What would anyone like? Ale? Mead? Water?
Moria has her eyes still clamped shut as tightly as they possibly can go. Is it safe?
Oh,
no.
Very sorry, darling. As he will tap her hand. Yes, you are fine to look. And you are looking fine, if I do say so myself. He will let go of her hand. You, good sir, as he will look at Taldar once he enters the room. Is there anything you would like to drink?
You're muted.
Sir, you need to speak up for me. I'm sorry. Okay. He will start to pour different glasses just for whatever anyone wants, and we'll hand out the glasses to those that wanted something. So I'll cut right to the chase. Do you know who you just killed?
Guy with a dog.
No, you did not kill him, from what the kind young Moria was telling me. Sorry, not always great with names.
I don't know. I didn't get much of a look as he fell over the balcony. Sorry.
Which one, Liam or the others?
The others.
Okay. Don't worry about Liam. He's
did
not
his own
much. Yes, he's not much of a problem anymore. But you did kill off some semi-important people, especially within this quarter, especially within this city. They're within a gang. Those
Great Guild? Is that what it's called?
Yes. Looking through the notes.
Yes.
Yes. You would know that this is the Great Guild. How did you know that?
That little girl said something about the Great Guild.
And he'll look around for a little girl.
Where is she? Tell her?
Not here.
I thought she wanted a drink.
Not here.
Why is it that she doesn't want to drink here? She turns to Balin.
Good question.
I can't tell you. If it was a little girl, then maybe she did not enjoy what she sees going in and coming out of our establishment. Maybe she is prone to gambling. Maybe her father fell to gambling. Maybe she has a distant and great fear of toll.
So who is this Great Guild?
Grey Guild. The Grey Guild are those of the Thieves Guild. They are pretty important. And within this quarter especially, it's more like you do not mess with them, they do not mess with you, and those of the city do not care a sheep's behind for what happens in our quarter, thankfully. But also, problematically, it puts us into a sticky situation as Liam became caught up in all this, his stupid, asinine self. So now that pulls Lady Luck into it as well.
So those that attack young ones are important?
Did they attack?
I did not allow them to attack.
Then they probably wouldn't have attacked in the open.
Yet
would
they
have had their
wielded
reason.
weapons.
Yes, everyone wields weapons.
And they moved on the young one.
She must have taken something or done something.
Bread?
This seems foreign to all of you. Does there always have to be a reason? Or can't just a reason be enough for an organization? Is that not what you're saying, Balin? So be the reason they choose, that's the reason it happens.
Yes, they are pretty much the law around here. And our fine establishment pays protection to them. And so I'm going to guess that Liam and all those responsible are either going to be hunted or they are going to be just killed flat out. Yes, that would actually probably be the most distinct result to the actions. So do with this what you will.
You mean as a, set? You have vials up there, right?
Yeah, vials.
Yeah, you see the vials. You see the distilleries, analytics, all of the tables. The same things you see on the screen right here. Deep mahogany tables, chestnut wood on the floors, torches that burn with candlelight on all sides of the room. And the sweet smell of incense still wafts up through the floorboards here. You can hear the moans and the sounds of the business of Lady Luck all around you.
So, I'd imagine what you're talking about, Phelan. It's just a matter of power, a show, to ensure that all comply. Is that correct?
Yes, and as he's still holding Lucky about this time because he would have set him down to do the drinks and would have picked him back up to hold him and to scratch his head and hold him close.
Yeah, Lucky Lucky is quivering, sits next to you, hobbling on his 3 legs. A bit of drool comes down the side of his cheek, and while he nudges next to you, you feel he's almost shaking uncontrollably.
Do you know your problem, Phelan?
My personal problem or the problem of the world?
I don't care about the problem of the world. But you seem wrapped up in the worries of this Grey Guild.
Well, yes, it has to do with either life or death or the in-between. And I prefer life, personally, unlike the idiot in the next room. And I'd like to continue living as such.
And how do you propose?
I propose we either get the absolute hells out of here, or we figure out what was up with that girl, settle whatever's been done, because I sincerely doubt it was just a piece of bread. And if it was just a piece of bread, that is a very worthy piece of bread.
My thoughts exactly.
I'm so sorry. My brain often goes askance, askew, astray. One of these. I am Phelan. What are all of your names? You, tall female that carried the dead.
My name's Riz, yeah. You can call me Riz.
Wonderful.
And I think you owe me something for it.
Yeah, he actually was moving up to you as he was meeting you to
Okay.
place in your hand a silver piece.
And
Thank
she
you.
kind of looks down at it and then looks back up at you.
What?
You co-own this place?
No. No, I'm a worker here. One of the many. If you're looking for a different sort of pay, I can do that for you as well. It's just a matter of what you want. But that does cost a bit more than the service you provided.
And she'll just kind of flick that coin up in the air and she'll grab it and then she'll just put it in her pocket and nod.
Wonderful. You, tall, gorgeous, and strong, what is your name?
He's looking dead at you, Taldar.
Yeah, I know. Taldar's a little confused.
Taldar, Great Bane.
Oh, Great Bane. Very strong name. Wonderful to meet you, sir. You, one with the scowl and fun demeanor, what is your name? Looking at you, Anaho.
My name is Anaho.
Beautiful name. Rolls off the tongue, I love it.
Yes.
Now,
Rules like many things.
yes, it does. And I've already met you, Moria, dear, darling, wonderful, glorious. And I know that none of you seem to know one another, but you've all gotten yourselves into a right predicament. So, if you are willing, and this is DM, or Josh DM, would Phelan know that with this, excuse me, but F up, is it able to be rectified through them figuring out what's up with this girl and possibly returning or doing whatever needs to be done to get it back to the Grey Guild?
Perhaps.
Okay.
I love how vague that is.
Yeah, seriously. He'll take what he can get.
Yeah, that's a perhaps. It could, you could, but you know it's absolutely messed up. But there is a chance.
I will let my employer know, who has a direct contact to the Grey Guild, on what has happened, if you will be so kind as to help me out in returning whatever it was, or figuring out whatever has happened, I will pay each of you 5 gold.
Well,
You may not be for hire, but I do ask for your service and help to me and those that require work within this establishment.
I'll help.
Thank you. Moria?
I'd be willing to help. I don't want to see anybody else die, if at all possible. So I think I'll be staying with you all in that case so that I can offer my services.
And as she says this, you see she's playing with a pair of twin silver circlets on a necklace.
Ask you about that another time. But thank you very much, darling. You, sir, Taldar, can I expect your help and assistance?
I'll be here.
I'll take this as a yes. Wonderful. And you, Anaho, is this a fitting or fine presentation?
Almost.
Almost. What is it you require?
Not gold. A bit of information. And a bit of, I'll be looking very exaggeratedly at your stuff. A bit of perhaps assistance with perhaps your abilities.
So which stuff are we talking about? Are we talking about his stuff or his stuff?
His chemical stuff on the
okay.
counters.
That's disappointing.
Just stab him and out.
Of course. I have, as he will kind of show himself off of his different harness pieces, I have many chemicals and many items and knowledge to share. If it is understood by those I share it with, there are certain subjects I do not share about them, but if it is within that region, I'm more than willing to acquiesce to your request.
Perhaps in time, as a long-going, as you would say, partnership, we could discuss that. Initially, information. I will do this bidding with the Grey Guild, whatever that is. That you buy your word. But I do look for an elven woman.
Can I get a little bit more information? There are a few of those.
Yes. Sadly, I don't have much. I last knew of her location in Holland. And since then, that is it. It for now.
DM, would I know of an Hamlet?
Roll knowledge geography.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's questionable. You've not been there, but it's not an completely unknown area here in the Flyness.
Skills, knowledge,
geography.
So I'm gonna guess I don't have anything with that.
I would think not. Intelligence, I think, is your background skill for that.
Good one though. Geography. There we are. So that is going to be a 17.
Yeah, so it's out toward the western part of the Flyness, in the southern area of Verbavank, just north of the Grand Hills. A quaint sort of parochial town, as far as you know. Nothing like the glory of Verlastra, Roxas, or all the Great Kingdom.
All right. I will keep my ear to the skies and the ground as he points to the semi-perked ear, or the semi-pointed ear. And if that is all, I would ask that we grab whatever we need, whether food, whether drinks, whether other enjoyment before we exit this fine establishment and find this girl that you have spoken of. Did you ever grab her name?
No. She said, wait, was I there when she was talking? No, I think I already
Nope.
left. Yeah,
Nope.
yeah.
I'm the only one.
Yeah.
That will make this a lot harder. But we can work around that. We can talk with the different sites within the area that report to us. Any other information that may help this or anything, I will pay you half now and then half upon completion, if that is what you so wish.
You see Rizia holds out her hand. It's at odds. It's both dainty, the fingers long, and quite exquisite, but the forearm rippling with muscle and tanned skin as she holds out her hand for the coin.
He will walk back behind an area, and then you'll hear the shifting of wood, and then a second later he'll come back with a small sack. So he'll open it up and plop 2 gold, 5 silver into your hand. There you are. Anyone else wishes for payment now? Other than you, Anaho, of course. I will pay you upon knowledge, upon completion. That is my word. No? Now you're just making me worried that I'm going to get stabbed in the back later on.
I don't deal in pointy things, so you don't have to worry about me so much.
Yes, and yet you are still willing to help a dead man. If you are what I think you are, you will be very helpful to this endeavor, and I would still wish to pay you. I would feel wrong about you coming along for a personal endeavor without some sort of agreement.
Well, I'm here for some reason. Haven't exactly figured out what the reason is yet, but I know I'm supposed to be here, so I'm here.
One of those things?
I guess so.
Wonderful then. Good for you. No turn around, look at Taldar. Is there something beyond gold you require?
Not yet.
That is so ominous. Can I trust you in this endeavor?
It depends on you.
He will lean against the desk and just hold the sack against his chest. Please help me out, because I really prefer to have you on the right side of the blade versus the wrong. I'd like to be on the other side of the axe, as in your backside.
Don't worry. I'll be watching you.
All right. Sure. Would you like gold or no?
And he'll just shake his head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I'll take it for you.
No. I will say no to that one. I'm worried about you. Anaho, I can at least trust you and your type of personality. You, Moria, I definitely respect you and your respectfulness.
You talk a lot. Can we just go?
Yes, we may. As he turns around and he drops a few coins into his pouch, you hear the shifting of wood once more, and he comes back out and let me grab 2 more things. I'm very sorry. As he's going to move over to the chemicals and this one.
And you hear the vials clattering. He pulls there's some noxious fumes that come outside of one of the vials, and he pulls a few papers aside, A brief flame flickers from a candle. He damps it down.
This one. As he removes his metal side piece, little jar that he has, and will push a little something into it, and will drop a few small, what looks to be like marbles into it, and will kind of lightly shake it a bit, and then we'll cork it and hook it back onto his belt. Okay, very sorry about that. Let's ski that.
Real quick, Phelan.
Yes.
What is that?
Which one?
The one with the little balls.
Excuse me, I take that to heart. But this is insurance in case things go awry. This is something that can help us in need we need to escape.
Do we got to be worried about you?
Me? I certainly hope not, as I am trusting you with me and my life. As you can tell, he flexes. I am not exactly the most hearty. I have a lot of trust.
Skimpy, really?
His flexing reveals scrawny little arms, pallid skin, but he is remarkably beautiful. In this moment, as the light from the lanterns and the glowing of the candles, you see his face is almost perfectly formed and symmetrical. His eyes almost glowing in beauty. And he tosses his hair around. While there is little girth to his arms, there is a beauty to his form.
I know I don't have much girth here, but just you wait.
Josh, you're an elf, right?
Half elf.
Half elf.
Rizia would already start walking towards the door. She'll cast a glance back at Taldar, kind of being like, this guy, let's go.
Okay.
Taldar nod towards Rizia. Just start walking.
All right, the two of them walk, and you head out the door, correct? They pull open the tavern door. As they pull it open, they look over their shoulders, and they walk out without further ceremony, leaving Anaho, Moria, and Phelan in the room.
If you will, I'll be last out so I can close and lock the door.
First.
Yeah. As he'll run around blowing out all the candles.
And there'll be a bit of an awkward moment, unless Moria, you're gonna hold back or go forward. Are you going out the door right now?
Yeah, she's walking forward.
Well, I'm gonna hold back from Moria until there's some distance, and then go out.
So are you trying to talk to Moria, or just?
No, just keep distance from Moria.
All right,
and then head out.
All right, and so I need for both Rizia and Taldar, please roll d20 and add your wisdom bonus to it.
Wisdom bonus.
Well, shyster.
Just my wisdom bonus. That's a good question.
Scheiße.
Where is it? Wisdom.
Huh.
Nothing.
4.
4, okay.
13.
13 and 4. All right. So whatever pouch you had containing your coin, you both note is gone. As you walk out, walking toward the door, your hand brushes almost at the same time. You look at each other. I clearly, maybe you can make some connections, but at this moment, it's like your coin is gone.
With that, Rizia will pull out her great axe and turn her heel and go right to our newfound friend.
Anaho, Right as she was about to walk out the door, suddenly Rizia turns. She slaps her side, and then she walks purposefully towards you. Moria, you're in the way. Do you stay in the way? Do you step out of the way?
I'm going to get out of the way of the big glass snow.
Moria circumspectly removes herself from the path, and now Anaho, you are face to face with Rizia.
Wait, she's coming towards me? Yeah, she's coming towards me.
I'm going towards. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it.
Phelan,
all right, so
yeah.
okay, so towards Phelan. All right, Phelan, you are face to face with Rizia. Thank you for clarifying.
Yes.
Great axe in hand. She's standing right in front of you. I guess. How tall are you?
I'm not tall at all.
Okay, so
maybe
she'll
like
stand
6
over
foot.
you. This place, you own it, right?
No.
Or you
no,
work
I
here?
Yes,
Something?
I work here.
My coin is gone. Where is it?
When was the last time you remember having it?
Well, you would have given her coin before in the office, right? So she would have put it in her pocket, so she would have had it then, wouldn't she? Because you paid her.
Yeah, I dropped the coin to enter her hand, so would she have noticed the pouch
Well, I would have
missing
put
then?
it into my pouch. That's what if he paid me, I asked for payment in the room
Yeah.
for carrying the body. So you paid me, I would have put it in my pouch.
All right, so that's a DM
Yeah,
fail.
I was like, so DM.
That's a DM fail. It was already gone. Yeah, so
Okay.
like, we just roll with it because I messed that up. But yeah, it was already gone.
I'm going
And
to
again, like you'll
assume-
see her, like she'll clench the shaft of her great axe and like kind of bring the blade closer to your neck. Where is my pouch?
You see his hands like go up and kind of down. I do not know where your pouch is. We gave up petty stealing a while ago in this establishment. Our money is better gone when the legs are spread and the coin is falling.
What is the
If you're
closest?
looking for your pouch, look on the streets.
DM can, since Moria is still nearby,
Oh,
and,
yeah, she-
heard
yeah,
Rizia ask about the coin. Can she check for her pouch to see if?
Yeah, so you tap, your pouch is still there.
I've still got my pouch, so I don't think it's this fella.
Hey, Rizia, do you like to make friends?
Depends.
Because they probably steal from you when you do.
I'd be looking at that little girl. I have a feeling she got all cozy with you earlier. She probably picked your pockets at the same time.
As Phelan will, with a middle finger, try and like push the great axe away from him,
Okay,
if you allow, Rizia.
that's your call, Rizia.
Yep, she will.
Kindly move the sharp object away from my neck. Thank you. She'll then step back a step. Now I've just paid you. I would not wish to steal from you now. If I really wish to make you a mark, I would wait till you were fully paid and then take all your gold, so you were then lulled into a false sense of security.
Which could still be possible, Rizia, so just...
Yes, 1000%. It could always be a possibility. Anything is a possibility. Now please exit my room so I may lock up and we may find this little girl that most likely stole your money, because you were in a false sense of security.
And with that, she'll turn on her heel and she'll just leave.
She turns and moves toward the door. It is so hard as a DM not to have an NPC where you can like jump in and say something and just be quiet, but you guys are killing this. Well done. All right, Moria, Anaho, Taldar, what do you do?
With that, Moria is going to turn back around because she had started to leave before Rizia turned back in, and she's going to continue making her way out.
All right, and Taldor, you made no reference to your coin being gone, and you continue to just ignore it and say nothing to the rest, right?
Correct.
All right. All right. So in moments, you all move back out, and you head down the stairs. There is the cloying smell of incense and lust, alcohol and debauchery. It comes up the stairs. It assaults you as you walk down the stairs. Where do you go?
Toldar will continue all the way outside, not noticing anything.
Brizia will go out and look around. She's trying to look for the girl. Or any sign of her.
All right, everyone else?
The moment that Moria gets back into the main area, because she's had everything that we're discussing on her mind, she kind of forgot. She sees the room again and goes, "Oh, heels!" and just books it out of there as quickly as possible.
All right. Anyone else?
Naho will just make his way out. He's not in a rush, but he's also not taking his time. So I'm not looking around or anything. Just the incense, particularly, bring back some memories. Specifically, the smells of the incense, but not lagging behind by any means.
All right. In moments. Sorry, go ahead.
Phelan at the top of the stairs will pause and look back towards Liam's door. And we'll descend the stairs, find Letitia, tell her what's going on, ask her if she has any leads on where we could start to find this girl, and if so, we'll head there.
All right, so we'll do this separately. So you approach Letitia. And Josh, since you did so much work creating all the NPCs and the structure of Lady Luck before Liam died in session 1, I would like you to tell us what you see as you walk down. Tell us what she looks like. Tell us what you're observing. Describe the scene for us. I'm going to let you, as a fantastic DM, set this scene as we go to the next step here on Blue Box.
As Liam walks down the stairs, Lucky close behind, he will descend the curving banister, or the curving staircase, with his hand on the banister, just looking at everything, seeing the smoke as it rises up from the incense. He will look at the people laughing, jeering. He'll look over at Ariel as she moves through the space, her beautiful blue hair just whipping around her. He'll look towards Natalie, who is carrying through like a tray of drinks. He'll look towards Carlisle, who's one of the fellow guards along with Liam, and he can see his downtrodden look on his face, as he probably already knows. He'll see Torek, the half-orc, burly built, but a very kind guy. He'll just look at all of this as he can tell those of the staff have been let know as word travels through here as if it's its own thieves' guild. They all already know.
They know.
And many of them will see Liam, or see Phelan, and will look away. As Phelan will come down the stairs and go to Letitia, this beautiful, beautiful half-elf woman who's in her older years, but she still rocks it. She's got the salt and pepper hair. She's got a fine, tight dress on, red and black spiraling floral designs, as she's probably at the bar talking with someone, and he'll just go up to her and, Letitia, darling, as she will turn, her eyes will also do the same.
Phelan, what? You seem somber, my friend. There are plenty of patrons. There is much to be had.
It's fine, Letitia. I'm actually going to be stepping out for a bit. As you know, Liam has decided to bite the sand at this time.
These things happen. These things happen. Phelan,
yes,
you
yes.
can't let this bother you too much. It's
It
the nature here in Real Astra.
Of course,
you know,
of course.
it's life
But
and death.
that is not why I'm talking with you. I'm talking with you for the fact of he has been killed by one of the Grey, And problematically, he got into a fight with the Grey Guard, and we are trying to rectify this. The Grey Guild, yes.
The guild which protects this.
Yes. We're trying to find the reason for this fight and how it started. The little girls seem to have stolen something, most likely from them, or something that they were wanting. And now it seems that she had also stolen from some of my newfound employees / compatriots / attendees in hopes to come.
What did this little girl look like?
He will, if Rizia has not quite left yet, he will yell out to Rizia, but I'm going to assume she's
long gone.
Yeah,
she's already out.
I am not sure. She looked like a little girl, but I sincerely doubt that. Either she was a little girl and she's a very good thief, or she's one of the smaller races who is passing herself off as a child to those not knowledgeable of such.
She shakes her head. She pulls back her hair and she tightens the bosom of her dress just a bit to accentuate, as she often does. Phelan, oh, you have ever been the kindest of fools. You are bereft of wisdom at times, but rife with kindness. I suspect you step into something which is not wise. You should stay here, leave these newfound friends. Your value here is significant. What you create, your cures, your potions, your, well, the occasional ambrosia which you draft. These things are of great value to us. I will pay you even more coin than I have. Do not follow this fool's errand.
Tisha. He will kind of pull his shirt down a bit and will look offward, and staying here is no longer an option. I wish to go abroad, and to more. You will find
abroad. What is abroad?
I'm leaving. You will find the items that you need for the upcoming job in my room, within the wooden panel to you know which one. You'll find it in there, and
no, I don't think you understand.
Aphrodisiacs that will last at least a month.
But no, Phelan, that's not
chemical compounds that you'll be able to.
Phelan, you misunderstand. This is not. It's utterly inane. It's not.
I cannot stay. And nothing you pay me, nothing you say, will have me stay here. I must go.
You see her visage suddenly turns from that charming, charismatic, and beautiful to a bit of a quirk, a sneer. Over that one. Just because you lost a bit of flesh, you turn your back on this place?
I would never turn my back. If you need me for future items and jobs that you cannot figure out yourselves, as it seems, I will be back. But only in the most dire circumstances, because you're all a bunch of brats and fools anyways. I will be back every now and then, though, so...
Brats and fools? Warm. You said brats and fools.
Of course. What else would we call ourselves? We're all wolves dressed in sheep's clothing, Letty. He will lean forward, cupping the left side of her face, and kiss her left cheek. Or his left side of her face, and will kiss her left cheek.
You hear, as Lucky comes down the stairs, hobbling.
I'll be taking Lucky with me. Last thing I have. I love you, Matty.
Love is shown in loyalty. You have none. She wipes her cheek. I warn you, Phelan. You will rue this day. Take that flea-ridden dog from this place, and pray you never see my face again.
I pray it only stays with me in my dreams. And he'll give a deep bow to her. I'll be back for my things in a bit, and I will rectify the situation, madam. Goodbye for now.
All right. We're going to pause him. We're going to go to the rest of the party. Now we're outside. You step outside. There is still the amber hue of the sun, which shines over the Solnor Ocean, creating a glimmering light. But it is getting lower and lower. It is still summer now here, and so you are enjoying an ambient hue and light and warmth as you step out. The square, the Plaza of Delights, seems to have resumed normalcy. All the bloodshed, the bodies are gone. Everything seems to be just as it was before. No sign of any sort of issue at all. And you step outside, and you see that you do not have Phelan with you. He's still inside.
You said there's multiple stands around?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're all kind. They're not closed yet. So the melon stand, the fruit stands, the apple carts.
I'm looking specifically for a vegetable stand.
So the place where you pulled the melon off, they also have vegetables there as well.
Oh, wonderful. Can Rizia will head over there.
All right. So Rizia moves over toward the stand that she had originally been at. What are Moria, Taldar, and Anaho doing?
Go ahead and make a sweep through the stands, the courtyard area. Just looking for the little girl.
All right, so you look around. You see no sign of her. There are passersby heading in all directions, but you saw her when she was talking to Taldar earlier. Mm-hmm. She referred to a tavern, and she motioned, and the motion she made was in, if you can look at your screen here, I'll use this guy here.
John?
Yes.
He wouldn't have, they had already started to go in.
Had they already gone inside?
Yeah, they had started,
no,
they had all.
That was only Taldar that.
It was just me and the girl left.
Evelyn, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, Moria said something to him, but the actual information she relayed was after Moria had gone, because Moria had lingered last to tell him to watch his pockets.
All right,
and
so so I'll let you guys have. My recollection was she was still outside, and you were all outside when she said she was going to go, and she mentioned this tavern, whose name I will not repeat now. But if I'm wrong, then only those who heard it.
I think what happened was it was me and Taldar and the girl, and then when Phelan had said somebody to bring the body, I had just left to go and take the body, and then everybody else.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Taldar
because I was trying to decide what I was going to do. That's why I was still there with the girl when everybody else had moved away, and I was trying to figure out if I was going to follow her. That's when I rolled that sense motive.
Right, makes sense. Okay. Then, as you have said.
Rizzy would like to purchase a vegetable.
You got a little money. I forgot.
I have a little money. I have a little bit.
It's you again. Would you like some more of the melons? We've got ample melons here.
What else you got going on?
Well, you can see the spread. We have not much of it comes from the place with the relic, but we've got these other things here. These beans and these sprouts. These green things here, they grow upon trees, and they're quite they're very juicy. Also, we have the I think sometimes called berries of the grape here.
How much for the sprouts?
Oh, for you, milady, simply a pair of copper.
Sure. And she'll toss him a piece of silver.
Well, thank you.
I don't have change.
He hands you, and he looks over. He gives you a second, so you get 2 of them, 2 of the sprout bundles.
Okay. And she'll again just scan the area, see if she can see any sign of her or anything like that.
Of the girl, you mean?
Yeah.
No need to roll. You see no sign of her. You see people moving around the carts. It's getting to the end of the day. The various merchants are starting to close up shop as the sun drops lower. It's, there's a bit of a chill wind coming off of the ocean. Go ahead, Evelyn.
Moria, while they're kind of waiting for Phelan to join, is kind of looking around, glancing at the various carts, seeing if there's anybody that has just general supplies that a traveler might need, just as she kind of scans everything.
Yeah, you do. You find one really right outside the Lady Luck. You see various light weapons, there are ropes and other sorts of supplies here standing on it. It's got ample things that you might need for travel.
Right, so she would go forward and inquire about obtaining some rope and a bedroll and a water skin because she is without currently.
So a heavy-set woman looks at you, and she steps across. I have many things here you might be useful. What can I get you? I have supplies. I have simple weapons. I have many different types of ropes and tents and garments and whatever you might need.
Well, I was a bit waylaid on my journey, and I wasn't exactly as prepared as I would like to be. So I was hoping perhaps I could. I need a bedroll and a rope and a water skin, and just I'm basically looking for basic traveling items, things that anybody who might be camping out somewhere might need, perhaps.
She quirks a brow. Camping out? Traveling, you mean, up on the road?
Indeed.
I can aid you here with this. Come right this way. And she escorts you over. What's everyone else doing?
Ruzia would go over to Taldar. Just on her own. Is he by himself or is he with everybody?
So Inaho is moving over, sort of scouting to the side. Taldar is standing outside a stand that has lots of thick skins. You see wolf skins, bear skins, hides, rugs, all dangling from timbers which have erected this little area here. And he stands outside kind of looking. He looks a bit forlorn as you walk over.
Taldar, is it?
He nods.
That girl. She has my coin.
He shrugs.
Where did she go?
To get a drink.
Where?
And at that, he sits there for a second. He doesn't answer right away. You can see that he's sizing you up. He's done that a couple of times with the others. And he's trying to figure out whether or not to say anything. It takes him a moment. He looks at you.
Why is coin so important to you?
Without coin, what are you going to do?
I've traveled lands without coins.
And how did that go for you?
I'm still alive.
I need my coin. Odd. Do you have yours?
No.
You help a girl and she steals from you.
There are those who need more than I do.
And she kind of just looks him up and down. So be it.
And he'll take another second and he'll look at her.
What brings you to this city?
Looking for work.
A mercenary?
Yep. Pay me the right amount. Get the job done.
If I tell you where she is, you have to guarantee you won't harm her.
As long as she gives me my coin back.
She mentioned something. A place. Vane Roberts Chains. I don't know of it. I haven't been here long enough to explore this city. I figured the weak one would be able to lead us.
What are you thinking? Go with or go without them?
They intrigue me. The one that talks too much, the two small ones. Did you see how the little red-headed one covered her eyes in there? As if she was scared of things?
Yeah, I saw that.
They might have information I need, so I'm not willing to part from them yet.
Fair. Follow your lead.
A small
And he'll look
halfling
back
woman.
at the doorway to see if
Sorry, go ahead.
the weak one has exited yet.
Has the weak one exited yet? That's up to you, Josh.
After a little bit of time, Phelan would have left after he had talked with Letty. He would have gone up to Liam's room very quickly, run up the stairs to it, and then run back down because there's something he had forgotten.
Okay.
And then we'll continue onward,
All right.
making sure Lucky comes through the door with him, and they leave.
All right. And you have done exactly as you said. Lucky comes down with you. Thank you so much, Digital Nomad, for joining the Mad Chatters. And oh yeah, the dialogue is great. The role play is always fantastic with this crew, no doubt. You see Phelan comes walking out, Lucky hopping along on three legs behind him.
Taldar will look over at him.
You, talker,
You,
come here.
taller. Yes, what do you want?
I need to know where someplace is.
I'm willing to tell you where some place is. What is it?
Vane Roberts Chains.
Vane Roberts Chains. Do I recognize this place?
Of course you do.
Of course.
It's a tavern just around the corner, right next to where you are.
It's just around the corner, just a little far away. Why do you wish to know?
We should go there.
All right. Is this where the girl went to get a drink?
We should go there.
Gotcha. All right. Well, follow me, one and all, as we go on a bit of a tour. On your right, you will see, and he will just kind of be given the rundown of the town as he moves forward, keeping an eye, as always, as he goes through these streets, on everything he's wearing, making sure no one is taking from him.
All right, so as he does this, a reminder for all of our players and also instruction for the new viewers. Relastra lies on the easternmost part of the Flyness. It is part of the fractured area known as the Great Kingdom, now no longer the Great Kingdom, as Rox is the seat of the Malachite throne. It has been subsumed with some sort of demonic magical aura because of the hubris of Ivid V, Ivid the incorrectly named Undying. Now, Relastra, though, is a bit of a quixotic enigma. It has a lawful evil ruler. I've referenced this before. Drax is an animus. There are 3 quarters, ironically called, even though there's only 3 of them, they are called quarters. You have the old, the common, and then this is the barbarian quarter, which includes the docks, so maybe we'll call the docks the 4th quarter, but that's not referenced in canon. And it is the most vibrant part of Relastra, the closest thing you would find to a normal, quote-unquote, city inside the fractured remnants of the Great Kingdom. As the party moves along, you're seeing here now a little bit of an overhead view of the city of Relastra here in the Barbarian Quarter. And the party, this is the Plaza of Delights. So right here where you're seeing my light shining, this is the Lady Luck. This is the party. Here are the different stands, the central area, and you are guided by Phelan. This is where Vane Roberts Chains, an infamous inn, and I'll tell you what it's infamous for, infamous tavern rather, when we have our next session here at Blue Box. So for this now, we end tonight, and this concludes Blue Box Greyhawk Awakening Session 2, episode 58 of our overall stream. It is 7:30. I want to thank all of our viewers. We had a level 5 hype train. We had such great support, and I am so thankful. Robert popping in all those chat references. These are all the Greyhawk wiki items. You can look up any of the references we've made here about Greyhawk and the Flyness on the Greyhawk wiki. It's all in there, and it's super cool. We also have a giveaway to do tonight, which is our Overgourd, but I've really not talked enough tonight about Greyhawk and our virtual Greyhawk Con coming up the 1st through 3rd. So you can see it up there in the upper right-hand corner of the stream. That's going to be starting in that first Friday night. We have an all-star cast, many, many different streamers, people from all over the world will be streaming for VGHC, and I will be streaming that Friday night. And I am so excited. Mike Disney, whose artwork we're giving away tonight, his Overgourd will be featured in a way it's never been featured on stream before. That Friday night, mark your calendar. You will not want to miss it. And then Jay has an all-star cast, incredible. Lawful Stupid's going to be on. Kayla's going to be in here. Just so many, we got just many, many great streamers will be participating on that weekend. And then on Sunday, we'll be back, and I'm going to be featuring a module from Carlos Lysing of Castle Entertainment on that Sunday stream. So it is going to be a fantastic week. Just do not miss that. Make sure you mark your calendars. Virtual Greyhawk Con coming up. All right. Players, well done tonight. Thank you all. So we're going to start our giveaway. We're going to do our stream MVP vote. I need to adjust something, though. I mentioned this to Evelyn. It's not going to be 500 because we have now done a conversion. So all the advantages, we had no combat tonight, right? So all the advantages that you got, anything that's going to go to you as XP, 100 points per advantage. So as a result, I don't want to give 500 XP for stream MVP because you could level up with just some advantages and a stream MVP. So it's going to be 250 for stream MVP, and that's going to be retroactive. I'm sorry, Terry. So for last week, you get 250, not 500, Taldar. But you are still Tardar and handsome. Yes, sorry. Exactly.
So right now, before we get our XP, we have 0 XP, correct?
You have 0.
You should add. Well, yeah, but any advantages you got from last time, you can add too.
But not Josh though. Liam,
right? But everyone
else. Yes, that's right.
Yep.
Right. All right, here we go. Tell us why you should be stream MVP, and we will cast our votes out and see how it shall be judged by our incredible Blue Box Mad Chatters. We will also, yes, Stabby, Danny, grats to Anaho for getting through the session without backstabbing Phelan. That's so true, so true. No, go ahead. Post it, Robert. Post that Friday Night Crusades in the chat. We would love to see that. Thank you, Mikey B. Digital Nomad. Small question. What software? It's already mentioned here. It's Tailspire. And it's really cool. It's easy to use. We're going to give away some Tailspire licenses. We're also going to give away some VGHC licenses and whatnot here in the coming sessions. So check all that out. And man, I think we went through an entire session tonight with 0 video and 0 audio issues. Huzzah! Let's go! Congratulations to all of you. Yes, City Guard, Overgord is the right thing. Let's start off with you, Vivi. Why should Rizia be Stream MVP tonight?
Rizia should be Stream MVP just for kind of always in the beginning. She kind of knew that that girl was a little sus and not trusting her, but then accepting a hug at the end and just being her normal self, where she's like, well, if you don't want the fruit, give it here. And then she quickly changed her mind. Going in and helping with the Liam's body, and just a lot of good RP with Taldar and Handsome. He's a man of very few words, but for some reason when he talks to Rizia, he's got more than one, so that has to count for something. And also buying vegetables out of spite. You'll see what happens when she does that. That little girl again.
Your vegetables!
All right. So let me pull up the Nightbot here. You will be rolling tonight for, here we go, roll it, Ranger Harley.
Yay!
Ranger Harley, you're still with us tonight. Let us know if you're still here. If so, you will be carried forth by Rizia. All right. Why should Anaho
so weird
be
when you say
stream
your second character and not your first one?
I know. It's so true, isn't it? All right. Anaho, why should you be stream MVP?
Anaho should be Stream MVP for understanding the culture of the area. That is, all the interworkings of the dirty deeds. The RP with Phelan, the negotiating for long-term gain of information, and perhaps some additional uses over the gold. And not getting too close to the little one. I know how my little people can be.
Well done. Well played. Anaho is such a fun character. You're going to love him as he unfolds his story. You're rolling for, oh, let's go, Myamorph. Congratulations. You are in the giveaway tonight for the full color Mike Disney Overgord autographed. Like this is like one of one. I only have this one. I'm giving it away tonight because I'm so grateful to the community. Let's go to Terry. Tell us why Taldar should be Stream MVP.
Taldar should be Stream MVP for a variety of reasons. First, choosing to find out a little more information from the girl, but not really finding any information from the girl. Also, he's a man of very few words. Mm-hmm. The RP with Rizia, because he sees strength in Rizia as opposed to the weakling in the small ones. As well as pulling a little bit of backstory out from Rizia, finding out why she's there, and giving a little bit of information about who he is regarding Coin.
Very nicely played. And you, sir, will be rolling for 888. Let's go, D&D player 888. Congratulations, you are in the mix for tonight's great giveaway. And always a consistent viewer. Mark has been with us for a long, long time. Thank you, Mark. Okay, thank you, Blink Dog Swarm, for the follow. You are now part of the elite group known as the Mad Chatters. All right, let's go to Phelan. Why should Phelan be Stream MVP?
Phelan should be Stream MVP for lasting longer than Liam. For his good, I guess, interactions and corralling of the group, for being willing to pay out of his own pocket to take care of this problem, and yeah, paying like 20 gold if anyone took his gold other than Rizia, but just Rizia will be taking his money, so I'm thankful for that. being able to really roleplay some hidden sides of himself, as well as the nice roleplay with Letitia, who he will be back to because he loves her a lot.
And she loves him and was very disappointed by his departure. Queen Letitia.
Queen Letitia. And I swear there was another thing that I wanted to talk about, but no, just like his sassiness and how just open and kind he is, but weird and I guess word savvy.
Well, hey, no worries.
Many words.
Yeah, too many words. So many words. Hey, like hours and hours, and you've been streaming like every day, my friend. So I have utter empathy for you. You will be rolling for Weirdo. Let's go, Weirdo 2. Thank you so much. Are you still with us? Everyone so far has been in. Let us know if you're still here.
So he is.
But
he's just got a comment.
You got a comment. I think he's in. All right, and why should Moria be stream MVP?
Well, Moria should be stream MVP for trying to get a little bit more information about what had, like, trying to find someone to take care of Liam, and actually being the first one to make connection to Phelan, and kind of be like, hey, do you know this guy? He's dead. And then basically warning Taldar to keep an eye on his pockets because, yeah. And then her being very overwhelmed by the state of the dress in the Lady Luck. Yeah, that was a new experience for her. And then just kind of paying attention to everything. That is an assumption, but revealing a little tiny bit about her backstory and why she's here, and why she is choosing to be here with this very motley crew, and just the RP in general, I think.
No, it was fantastic. And for each of these characters, their backstories are amazing. There is so much more to unfold. And it's not just a backstory for the sake of a backstory. It's a backstory for the sake of a story. You're going to enjoy getting to know these characters and this broader story as we continue to grow here in GHA. And it's better for you. Thank you, honey. I've not had anything on my end. I'm not seeing any lagging. Keeps lagging. So it could be Zoom or it could be Twitch.
It was Twitch. I saw it lagging on my screen too.
Okay, I'm getting no frame drops.
It's not nothing. It was good here on our end.
Yeah, I taunted the Twitch gods, I guess. So forgive me for that. All right, Moria, you will be rolling for Vamp Wickman.
Ooh.
Oh, congratulations, Vamp Wickman. Also, huge on tonight. Hopefully he's still with us because I know. He gave a lot of subs and whatnot earlier in the show. And just checking to see if he's on still.
Poll
is up. Vote for your stream MVP. Hey, I want to say, thank you to everybody tonight. We had a great show, great stream. Lots of participation. The viewers were incredible. I don't think we had any raids tonight, so correct me if I'm wrong. And we still sat between 70 and 80 viewers all night long with 0 raids. And oh yeah, Vamp, you're still on. That's great. So just want to say thank you to all of our fans, all of our friends, helping us have a level 5 hype train tonight and a consistent viewership. It was a fantastic night tonight. Let's do our roll off. And you can vote for your stream MVP in the upper right-hand corner. Now, before you do that, we do have one question, which we have been quite neglectful this evening to have not asked. If you are watching the show tonight, and you are one of the very few who have not followed, or should you be a follower who has not subbed, which I could not be any left? Let me look. Our subs are absolutely... We are sitting close to 200 subscribers now to this evening. It's incredible. So I'm sure all of you have subbed. But if you have not, or any sub whose sub has expired, we have one simple question for you. What are you doing? Come on, man. Give us a follow. Give us a sub. We appreciate all the support tonight. And Honeybee is pulling for you, Taldar. I think Taldar has become just that. It's actually wicked how easy that is to just roll into Handsome. So you have cursed us forever on this stream. Let's start with you, Anaho. Tell us who you're rolling for and make your die roll, please, sir.
I am rolling for Captain Mighty Morph.
Myamorph?
Mighty Morph.
No, I like it. Mighty Morph.
I like Mighty Morph.
It's like Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Morphin.
Yep. That was the pun there. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it.
Power.
Ooh, it's
Also,
close. Taldar, Phelan. Very close. Sorry.
DM, check your DMs.
Oh, DM, check your
no.
DM.
Ooh, sliding into the DMs.
Sliding into
Captain,
the DMs.
Captain, I got you a 14. That's a high number for me, so I got you a 14.
Ooh,
That's
good.
actually good. Yeah.
That's
for
good
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Rory.
My other number was a 3, so I mean it's still with me.
Halfway.
All right, very nice. I got that. Thank you, Evelyn. All right, let's go to you, Vivi.
I am rolling for Ranger Harley. Taldar and Winston.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I rolled a 19.
Ooh,
19.
let's go.
And I rolled a 2 on the other one, so.
Hey, we'll stick with the 19. Well
Yeah.
done. The vote
Tie.
is up in the upper right-hand corner. Thank you.
Tie. It's a tie.
It's a tie.
It's
I
a
know.
tie.
It's a tie.
Between Phelan and
I
Taldar. So
know.
would you like me to put the poll back up?
Yes, please put the poll back up betwixt the two of them.
Right.
Wait, you're not going to ship us? Come on.
Come on. It could
All right.
happen.
All right, go
Just
ahead,
wait.
Terry. Tell us
Fedar.
what your role is.
I'm rolling for
Fedar.
D&D
Fedar.
player 888.
Set your Fedar to stun.
And we're gonna use our ducky die, and we're gonna use our sparkly blue die. Courtesy of Cozy Gamer Dice. Make sure you check them out.
Check 'em out.
Let's go, Mark.
Oh,
Back up.
only a 15 today.
Oh, that is
Sorry.
insufficient,
Sorry,
sir.
Triple
All right, go ahead, Josh.
I've got Hoover Damn Weirdo. Here we go. First one is a 16.
Okay.
Second one is a 9.
Oh.
All right, and then Anaho.
All right.
Make your roll, please, sir.
You went.
Oh, you already went. So everyone
Yeah,
went,
it's
right?
Evelyn.
All right, so we're all
I'm
good.
rolling for Vampire
All right, so we got
Queen.
the showdown between the two of you with the
Here
19.
comes that nat
Vampiric
20.
Man.
Go ahead.
Here's that nat 20.
It's always is.
Not, it's 9 is my high one.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Are you feeling okay? Headache?
I
fever?
beat Evelyn. I beat
Ranger
Evelyn.
Harley.
Vivi, you've beat Evelyn.
Vivi,
know.
what was your roll? What was your
Cards
roll?
Dice.
Sorry, my roll?
Yeah, what was your roll?
She had a 19.
She had a
And then a
19.
19.
Oh,
Got you, Ranger
let's
Harley.
go.
Ranger Harley.
Congratulations.
Oh, hey, it was fate. It's a
It
bubble.
was fate. Gotcha. Congratulations.
That's
That's
now
true.
bestow
She
it
had to
to
win
you.
for that.
Yeah, it was way overdue. All right, so it's so close between Phelan and Taldar.
Yeah.
Please jump in there and vote. And I'm gonna get ready to raid.
Who you raiding?
Who are we raiding today?
Let's
Yeah, I
see
was about
who
to
we're
ask the
raiding.
same
I'm
thing.
not sure I'm raiding tonight. I got to see who's available. There are many on this thing. Let's see.
Yeah, there's a decent
Freighter's
amount.
rejects has 0.
Well, don't call them out like that, lad. That's quite rude.
I know that was like
Yeah, they have 0.
I mean,
What do you have against
if we're going to anyone, I'm just saying. And they just went live too.
Yeah, they're not even
Oh, they
showing
just
up
went
on
live. That's why. So, oh, you know what? Oh, tabletop. Just see if anyone has rated us recently. Anyone that has been a huge giver to the stream. I want to make sure I'm giving back to those that are so kind to us. Chatters, you guys always know who's up. Tell me if there's someone I should be rating. You guys know who's done so much for us. I want to be Loot Die Repeat. I love those guys. That's one option.
Night, damn
Hey,
weirdo.
weirdo. Good night, my friend. You're not weird at all. You're awesome.
You're very weird.
There's still
Usually
time.
I'd
It's
say
14-13.
Goblin.
It's 14-13 on the vote.
Oh. Usually I'd say Goblin Cave TV, but they're just doing a recap tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
Boo.
Traders, Loot Die Repeat. Yeah, they're the two I'm showing right now.
70 people, 20 votes. I know the votes are always lower than the viewers. It's interesting to me. No, we're up to 28. I guess the other 45 people don't want to vote. It's okay. We love them. Just they chat. They chat like
Well,
crazy.
I think sometimes, like if you're watching on your phone, it doesn't always pop
Polls don't
up.
always show up,
Yeah, I've had trouble on my phone.
It's 14. Oh, it's 50. It tied again. Oh my gosh, it tied again.
Let's for a roll off.
John,
All right.
I think
I think we should both get that 250.
yeah, I think with 2 ties.
It's the gods.
Yeah.
The gods.
I like the flex off idea. That's really good. Let's do the flex off.
Phelan would lose. He has noodle arms.
I'll use my character.
Whoa! What's Josh doing here?
I do not take off my clothes.
All right.
What? Are we not?
No, we're gonna.
Josh, I'll do that in private with you. But,
Okay,
Oh,
fine.
wow. Okay. Wow. Really?
Send me the same Zoom thing as usual.
Nudes or it didn't happen.
So each of you get the 250. Well done. Congratulations. We're gonna raid Loot Die Repeat. There's good folks over there. We love them. And thank you to all of our mad chatters. Please make sure you're with us for virtual Greyhawk Con coming up here in just a couple of weeks. And you're not gonna want to miss the GHA community. As this grows, this story is going to be epic. I am just getting more and more excited at every session. These players have great stories and great PCs. The story is weaving into all that's happening here in Greyhawk. And then, of course, we've got our Sunday Rune Lords campaign. Just thank you. And with all that said, I'm going to kick off the raid here.
Don't forget to ship Phelan and Taldar.
Yeah, man.
It's the new ship.
It's coming.
Well, hang
Fadar.
on, don't ship them yet. Just let him see if he'll not like stay alive for at least.
Yeah, seriously, like give me a month. Give me a month. I'm really hoping to make this a running thing of having to make a new character.